Welcome back, guys, and thank you for tuning in to another episode of Sundays with the Boys.
Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. We're available on all of your major streaming platforms. You name it, we on it.
And please, if you can, go ahead and make a small donation to our GoFundMe page, Sundays with the Boys. That way we can work on getting an intro for you guys and making this experience better for you all.
Once again, thanks for tuning in and hope you guys enjoyed the show. All right, guys, Sundays with the Boys, episode Twanky.
Tweety.
I didn't think we was gonna make it this far.
20.
It's your boy Chauncey. We in here today.
It's your boy Marcus.
And we got our boy Teddy over there.
Yeah, it's Daddy.
Yeah, and then we got some reoccurring guests. We got our girl Dani over here.
Hey guys.
And then we got our boy Shank and Dance over here.
What's up?
Congratulations to being the first people to ever be brought back on the podcast.
What? Oh, this is an honor.
Everybody else has been one and done.
Oh man.
Charlie's been on here twice.
Well, the first one was a test. It was a test.
That's right.
Yeah, that's when we were just like testing it out.
That's right.
Man, well, it is a definite honor to be here again. It's good vibes, and we about to clown today.
Yes.
Down the clown.
Yes.
Yes.
There goes Chauncey knocking shit over again. We got to figure out this way of passing this blunt.
We do.
There's got to be something
man,
like a Hot Wheels track.
We just need a that works, or one of them like poop scoops, and we just.
That's what I was thinking. With the little pictures on the end.
Can we get one with like the dinosaur head?
I like that.
Hold on, wait, real quick. While we're doing this, did you change the lines on the fucking Audacity?
Yes.
All right, cool.
Yes,
yeah, we fucked up last week where we only kept it on 2 lines. Luckily, the episode was great.
Right.
But, like, holy shit.
Man.
It was a scare factor, bro, because I was so like, oh my God. I was like, we're not going to be able to get this audio how we want it, but it was great.
It was actually, we didn't have to alter anything. We just let the bitch play the whole time. It was fucking perfect.
That's what's up.
Because we're good like that. We know #1 R-rated podcast in Tampa Bay.
Yes,
so.
Oh, look at that. At first, I was gonna shit on Marcus, but then,
Look at that.
Kind of just like, yeah, you know what? All right, cool. All right, we're good.
Right.
You know what it is? It's Walter over here. I'm just shut up, Donnie.
Terrible. Fucking great. What it do, Greg and Lucas? How y'all been?
What's up?
Lucas all the way up in Chicago.
Chi-town.
Chicago.
The Windy City.
Right.
Dang.
Also known as Chirac by the locals.
That was
Thank you, David Attenborough.
No, I'm saying Chirac, infamous place in Chicago. It's crazy.
I'm trying to think of something else to go with Chirac, and I was like, ooh, maybe a Kanye West lyric, and I can't fucking think of anything.
That's okay. Bye bye.
I just woke up like 15 minutes ago, though, so like, let me recharge for a little bit.
It's okay, man. You know, we just gotta give you a minute. You know, you'll warm up to us eventually.
You warm up.
Eventually.
Not with that rosebud, man.
That rosebud chamomile concoction.
Yeah, that charcuterie of flowers over there.
Basically.
We got rose in the blunts, rose in the hookah.
right.
Yeah, man.
Biscuits.
Smoking it up over here. It's crazy. So yeah, man, this is our bullshit hour. So we don't, we gotta let everybody warm up first. You know, see where everybody's head and mental
kind of
space
talk
is
about
at.
whatever.
Yeah, trying to set it up themey based.
Right.
You know, let the first hour be, because we usually record for 2 hours. So, you know, let the first hour be like, you know, a little catch up, you know, see how everybody doing, joke around a little bit. Then the next hour, then that's when we start to go a little bit more.
Right,
intimate.
that's when we get our mustard in.
That's when we go
Yeah.
intimate.
That's what's up. I mean, it's rated R. You gotta get intimate. Intimate.
That's when we get into our deep feelings and we start talking about everything. And I had a few questions. That actually came up last week that I wanted that I picked specifically for you guys.
Okay.
So
Can't wait to hear 'em.
yeah, we'll
okay. I
come
thought
back
he was
to
gonna
that in
ask
50
me.
more minutes. Stay tuned.
Lucas said he blames you for John Cena making a starfish joke in the Suicide Squad movie.
I don't know why. I didn't write that movie. If I did write that movie, I wouldn't have John Cena be in it.
Hell no.
You can't see him nowhere.
You can't see him.
Can't see him nowhere.
The Invisible Man.
Right.
Is he really on the cast list?
Oh, he's 100%. He's getting his own
getting a
spin-off.
Oh, he's getting a spin-off?
Yeah.
Like
John
his,
Cena was in Suicide Squad.
He's in the new
newest one.
Suicide.
They're making
yeah.
a new Suicide
I didn't
Squad.
know that. Oh, that's gonna be exciting.
who is he
Right.
playing?
Peacemaker.
Peacemaker, yeah.
So they're gonna make a Peacemaker movie?
Yeah,
Peacemaker
which is
TV
weird
show,
because
that's what I say.
he's not a villain. Really. From what I'm getting, and I don't know shit about him, but he's kind of like he just did some things in the act of peace that was kind of like
Villainous?
you're going to jail.
Okay.
And now you're in jail.
That's fair.
When you get a chance, check the trailer out.
I will.
Yeah,
Okay.
the trailers are pretty good. They just came out with a new one last week.
Ooh.
They actually dropped a lot of trailers this past week. They got a new Shang-Chi trailer.
I was looking for that
Shang-Chi.
and ended up on the Indian guy. Is
Taika
it
Waititi?
The Eternals
no, yes.
with
the-
the.
Yeah.
I'm doing like the dance over here.
Yeah. Right.
It might be the Immortals, honestly, or some shit like
There
that.
is no immortal. It is the Eternals. Most
It's
likely,
the
if
Eternals.
anything,
Yeah, I think it's the Eternals, and I'm just like, this is not the movie I was looking for.
Nah, but so the new Shang-Chi trailer.
Sean Chain.
You're right. I
Shang-Chi.
keep fucking up those two words. It actually shows Abomination and Wong fighting.
I did see that clip, and I thought that was
Yeah,
cool as
yeah.
fuck. Yeah.
So that means, and like the Abomination looks cool. It's like the actual comic version with like the fish fins on the side of his head.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
A lot of people have been theorizing that they're fighting in Madripoor, so he's been working like closely with the power broker, since the power broker gives like super soldier powers, and he's been mutating himself over and over.
Again.
Yeah, and that's what that's why he looks like that now.
That's pretty
completely
insane.
different from how he.
Damn.
A lot of people were
originally
saying.
looked?
Yeah, because he don't look like that in
No,
the Incredible Hulk movie.
So there's a theory going out because you know how they have Daredevil from the Netflix Daredevil show, who's going to be in the next Spider-Man movie. That maybe they might link in the Defenders with these other shows.
That would be cool.
And why not have Luke Cage and a different Iron Fist
Yes,
fighting in the cage ring as well, or
Right.
maybe in the background or something like that. You know,
Right.
Pretty cool.
So like that would be cool. And then Jessica Jones and She-Hulk,
That would be
No.
good.
right?
I would
So
like
like
Jessica
that.
Jones
Right?
and She-Hulk.
I like that Jessica Jones too.
Then we can get into the Hulk story like the proper way.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
There is a rumor that they will do like a Universal cross Marvel Hulk movie.
Okay.
Don't know. It's still kind of like up in the air, but
feel
like
like
it would be good.
The only way it's really going to be good is if they just throw Red Hawk in there.
I feel like
You've
they
been
have
hyping up the Thunderbolts for so long, so why not?
Right. That may be what that whole movie may be about. For all we know, like it could be. Finally, Ross gets his serum. He becomes the Red Hulk.
Yeah.
He recruits, Titania from. She's gonna be in the She-Hulk movie. The She-Hulk TV show. I remember
Oh
that.
yeah, Jamila Jamil.
Yeah. So you could recruit her. If you want Baron Zemo, you could recruit Baron Zemo because he's
could.
originally part of the Thunderbolts and everything.
Why
so-
not? Keep him going. I like his
I
character.
like Baron Zemo's character so far. Like he's actually pretty decent. I don't know if y'all are watching any.
Right, have we
TV
lost Shank
shows.
and
I
Dani
know,
yet?
that's what it
No,
seems
honestly,
like.
Loki. We've been getting into Loki.
Oh, yeah?
recently.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good.
Loki
It's good.
is really good, but you know what makes me upset?
What?
That it's only slated for 6 episodes. We're already on episode 3. So
Oh,
episode
shit.
4 is going to be
Oh,
next.
man.
And it's kind of like we're already halfway done and I always want more.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because not Captain America, but Falcon and the Winter Soldier, it didn't really get good for me until episode 4. And I'm like, fuck, there goes all of that.
Right.
Right.
I still have to catch up on that too. Falcon
yeah?
and Winter Soldier and Loki. I haven't watched either
Yeah,
of them
Loki's
yet.
dope.
Yeah.
Man, all the Marvel shows are good. If y'all haven't watched WandaVision or Falcon and the Winter Soldier, God damn it, I always keep saying
It's the
Captain
next one is Captain America. and-
Right.
and
It's
the
gonna be
Winter
Captain
Soldier.
America and the Winter Soldier.
It's gonna be Captain America and the White Wolf.
They all tie
The
into
White
each
Wolf.
other too.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes, I mean it's all canon, all ties there.
Right.
Loki is really doing a good job of setting up the next big movies.
Okay.
So like he's really setting up that, like they even hinted at it, the multiverse of madness.
Nice.
So it's really setting up for Doctor Strange. It's really setting up for Spider-Man. There's another one that's got some type of fucking time thingy going on.
Quantumania, Ant-Man.
Quantumania. There we go. Because there's in Loki they have the TVA who's
Time.
Up at the top is the timekeepers. They run
Right.
everything.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people think that one of the timekeepers looks like King the Conqueror, like the
one that's in the
actor
middle.
who's actually going to be playing King the Conqueror. So they're saying that he may be tied into this in some way, and he's actually one of the timekeepers, and will eventually. He is already slated to be like the antagonist in the next Ant-Man movie.
Okay.
Oh man.
Nice.
So yeah, they're trying to set it up nice. We'll see where it goes.
Marvel does great on their world building.
Marvel does
They
fantastic.
do.
And that's pretty much, that's what I'm thinking that these shows are just going to be, is just simply world building for the
Yeah.
next stage of everything.
I could see that.
After they took out Iron Man, I feel like they really had to cut. They're like, okay, let's tie the pieces together. Like people were mad about that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, they got rid of Iron Man and Captain America.
Right.
Two
And they've been there for over a
biggest-
decade. Like,
two biggest people that everybody always likes. So.
Basically, still rule Marvel to this day.
You know?
Like, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Them and Spider-Man are like the top 3. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Gosh.
X-Men is like up there, definitely. But yeah, it's like
thank you.
y'all got rid of like the 2 main faces.
Speaking of X-Men, I made a stupid fucking bet the other day.
What was that?
Stupid bet.
We were watching A Quiet Place 2, me and Chauncey, and one of the main characters in that movie is Cillian Murphy. And for some reason, I was like, that's going to be the next Wolverine. And he's like, no, it's not. I was like, yeah, it is. And he's like, bet. I was like, all right, bet. He's like, how much? I'm like, $50. He's like, you want to put $50 on that? I was like, I do. And he's like, okay.
What to do?
I left myself completely open. All it has to be for me to lose is just anybody else cast.
Right. That is a terrible bet. Those
why I
odds are
asked,
awful.
Was he serious? Because I really didn't think he was serious. But I'm like, are you serious? $50. That's what you want to bet, that he is going to be the next Wolverine. Okay, I'll take that bet. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Easy $50. Fuck it.
Easy.
Those bets, those the odds are not good.
Right. That's a come up on my
Yeah.
end because he didn't ask for anything back.
However, if it happens, I've also left myself to be on a completely different pedestal, and you will never be able to tell me shit for the rest of my fucking life.
Ah, damn.
So,
that's true.
high risk, high reward. Like, really.
Equivalent exchange.
You know?
Pretty sure Charles is still gonna talk shit.
He will talk
Always,
shit, but you
always.
can't talk. I'm a god at that point in time. You can't tell me anything. I'll be
all
fucking
right,
predicting
what is
anything.
this guy's name?
Cillian Murphy. It's spelled with a C. It's the dude who was in Peaky Blinders.
Yeah, the dude that plays the
Which
main
brother?
character.
Oh,
The main character, yeah.
Yeah,
No.
the main character. Exactly.
That's Wolverine.
Exactly.
Bro, I don't even have to look him up to know that's no.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
The most important question is, what do his sideburns look like?
Not like Wolverine's.
Right.
He has no facial hair.
You can grow
Now.
out sideburns. A lot of people were wanting Scott Eastwood, which is Clint Eastwood's son. Yeah. Back whenever like they were announcing that they will be bringing back another, Wolverine, they were like, "Ooh, Scott Eastwood." But I don't know. We'll see how that goes.
I could see this man being middle-aged Peter Parker before Wolverine.
Middle-aged Peter Parker. Right. Peter Parker from Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
Okay,
Spider-Verse.
I gotta see the picture. I gotta see it. Oh, that's Peter Parker all the way.
Right?
That's Peter. Come on, look at the side swoop of the hair. Oh man.
That's
Yeah.
not
you
not
guys
Wolverine.
really think that
That's
fucking
Into the
Hugh
Spider-Verse.
Jackman looked like Wolverine before he got the role
He's
of Wolverine?
Australian, yes. Dangerous.
He's
That's like everything that
Australian,
comes out of
okay.
Australia is dangerous.
Wolverine's Canadian, sir.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Wolverine is
Wow, he did
Canadian.
that really good.
Wow, he did that really- he's a
fucked
great
me up,
actor.
bro.
Wow, you really portrayed a Canadian there.
All right.
This white man really pulled that off.
Greg said he wants Murphy for Doctor Doom.
That I don't
would be
care who the fuck they cast as Doctor Doom. Give me a real Doctor Doom though.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
understandable.
Give me don't downplay him or anything
I hope
like
they
that.
hint at him in She-Hulk only because Titania got her powers from Doctor
Oh,
Doom.
yeah?
So
She-Hulk
hope.
we still got until
22.
oh, is it? So it's only next year.
Yeah,
That's not that
I
bad.
want to say it's next year. I want to say it's going to be the same year that Miss Marvel comes out. So
Okay.
So it will be 22.
I'm really upset that the Batman got pushed back until March.
Damn, did it?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did because it was supposed to come out in October, right?
It was supposed to come out yesterday,
Oh shit!
and then it was pushed back to October, and now it's pushed back to
Oh
March.
yeah, they tripping.
Yeah.
It'd be like that.
Jeez.
Whatevs.
You better not overdo the movie.
This bud has me really high right now.
That's the rose.
I'm seeing like 4 of y'all.
I'm seeing that for
There are 4 of us.
Very true.
There are 4 of us.
Oh,
My numbers are right.
precisely.
Oh my god. That's fucking insane.
This is why the first hour is bullshit, because this is where we smoke.
right.
And then once we all come back down, we're like, all right, let's
All right, let's get into it now. Everybody's high is in there now.
Did you hear that Matthew McConaughey may be running for governor of Texas?
Yeah, I say we talked about that
I
last
said
week.
that last week.
Did you?
Yeah, we brought this up last
Oh.
week. Yeah, we all talked
shit.
about it.
I think I really feel like you just got that from me last
Probably.
week.
Yeah,
Like,
probably.
You don't remember if you heard it from anywhere else?
Because I was
I
talking.
remember talking about it at work.
Yeah, because I was talking about
okay.
Yeah,
Sadhguru.
I remember
and,
talking about it at work.
I was talking about Sadhguru and Matthew McConaughey having that interview, and then that's when you brought up him or
I brought up him.
running. Yeah.
Yeah, running for governor. Him being like a really cool person.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
man.
what it was.
It would be good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then you were talking about
California or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Texas would be the new California.
Okay,
Yeah.
definitely.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
you said.
Yeah.
Man,
Texas be the new Cali.
they finally dropped the alien disclosure yesterday.
Is it
Oh,
anything
was it
worthwhile?
Right.
There's no answer to how they explain UFOs.
All right, check me out.
Right.
Check me out.
Sits
Yes.
up. Yeah, here we
Yeah.
go.
They're not in the sky. They're underwater, man. The UFOs are in. Yeah, I mean, yeah, technically. Not mermaids, but literally, that's the only.
aliens.
Think about it. Think about it. Are you going to be a part of this race that's coming millions of miles at a time just to check out this small little planet that really ain't doing shit? No. You gotta save time. They got a base underwater in the deepest depths.
Oh, you're saying the aliens already have a base?
Yeah, they're here.
Oh yeah.
They're underwater, bro. Like, they're in the
people,
sea.
bro.
They've
Lizard
been here.
people.
They're lizard people. I mean, it'd be perfect for them, honestly.
There's a lot of the ocean that we haven't discovered yet.
So much of the ocean.
It's
Like,
possible.
And what better? Because Lucas just made a good point over here in the podbean chat. UFOs, unidentified floating objects.
Also, been thinking that Antarctica is like there has to be something hidden over there because it's
Oh no, we got a new ocean by
oh,
Antarctica. Y'all didn't hear about
there's
that
a
today?
No.
fifth ocean
There's
now.
a new fifth ocean.
Is it just because it melted? Like global warming did that?
I wish it was that simple, to be honest. I wish it fucking was. It's called the Arctic Ocean.
Or the Southern Ocean.
Southern Ocean.
Yeah.
Okay, because there is an Arctic Ocean.
No, there's
that's up
an
north.
Antarctic. It's the
Ocean?
anti-Arctic ocean. It's not cold at all.
What?
No, you know what messes me up about Antarctica?
That really shut the fuck up, Marcus.
We're so serious because I watched
It's
him.
not cold.
Yes, I watched him play the video while you were in there sleeping before everybody got here. I was like, Fifth Ocean, get the fuck out of here, bro. And they started going to
Damn.
explain it. I'm like,
And it's not cold.
is it jacuzzi?
No, the Antarctic. No, the
That's the
Southern
part that
Ocean.
fucks me up.
Yeah, the Southern Ocean is cold because it's right there next to Antarctica.
Stop it. It's on the maps now.
Get the fuck.
They did not update it that fast.
No, the world grew.
the world.
No way.
You know what?
Southern-
Hold up.
We are in a simulation and they just dropped some DLC.
Stop it. The Southern Ocean.
New to your world.
One of the main characters in the world just fucking traversed into that area and unlocked it for all of us. I was gonna say NASA created it so that way we can get rid of the flat earthers and be like, well, how is this ocean here if the world's surrounded by Antarctica?
Dumbass. Jeez.
Yeah, so instead of 4 oceans that we all grew up knowing, now it's 5 oceans.
So is it open to the public? Because I know there's a lot of
It's always been more than 4 oceans?
I think if we have a boat,
Pacific.
it doesn't matter. Like,
Oh, they be
Atlantic,
Arctic,
other ones that I
Other
can't think
ones.
of. Mediterranean
Sea. Is that an ocean? I guess it would be considered an ocean.
because Antarctica.
Indian Ocean? Indian River or the Indian Ocean?
Indian Ocean.
The Indian Ocean.
Oh,
Yep,
okay.
yep, Indian Ocean.
Yeah, Pacific
So,
Ocean.
oh
So-
yeah, I guess there's 4.
Yeah, it's 4, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kind of
there's
Now we got a
7
fifth one.
seas.
yeah, I guess so.
There's 7
7
seas.
seas,
There's
right?
7 seas.
7 seas.
you
Yeah,
said
you
the
said
Black
3.
Sea,
I
Mediterranean
said 3
Sea.
so far, yeah.
No. In the beginning, didn't you say 3?
I said
There's
4.
more than. Okay, all right. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's okay. There's 2 Atlantic Oceans from what.
There's 2. No, there's not. There's 1 Atlantic Ocean.
There's 1 Atlantic Ocean. Yeah.
If you look at a bullshit
split,
map,
right? It's just split, right?
no,
Like
that's the
northern-
Pacific.
It's in
Ocean.
between. It's in between America and Europe.
Yeah.
That's the Atlantic Ocean.
A lot of people had the misconception that there were 2 Pacific Oceans, but it's not, because if you look at the map, it's just not globular, so
Right.
it's not wrapped around. But the Pacific Ocean is everything west
Yeah, everything.
of America, like North America, and over to Japan.
The
yeah.
more you know.
Yeah,
Honestly, you know what I believe? If you look at the map, you don't see where Antarctica cuts off. I think
Oh, yeah,
past
never.
no, past Antarctica is more land. That's what I believe, and it's
See,
just
look at
unexplored.
that. The
'Cause look
world-
how huge that is.
It is big.
and it doesn't come off at the top. You don't see any of it lingering at the top.
it's not going to come up off the top.
It would though. If it was
would.
the
It's
bottom,
flatter.
no,
it would
guys,
be.
that's it. You can't.
No, you're
it's
right.
just
You're right.
around-
You're right. You're right. You're
Yeah.
right. You're right. You're
It's just
right.
round.
You're right.
But that's crazy.
Also, it's a big ass
You're
circle.
No, you are right.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying this is what happens whenever you get 5 people high and then they start trying to fucking come up with math.
How come
and shit
we've
like
never
that,
flown a
geography.
plane vertically around Earth?
That is a good question. Like,
That is a
first
good
of all, you can't even just like regularly fly straight around. You have
You
to.
can't, 'cause you're always
this
drifting.
This is a theory of flat Earth: is that you have to fly in specific patterns.
Mm.
You can't just fly like straight across. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, I mean, in the sake,
whomp.
for the sake of time, it makes sense because if you're going in the opposite direction of Earth, you're going to travel more land quicker, and
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
yeah.
I understand what you're saying. I don't know if there's any scientific fact to it though.
I think there might be.
We're all here for
under
thoughts. I get that.
aerodynamics or something like that, or whatever.
Maybe. I'm just saying there might be a possible chance that you are wrong.
But they never flew completely vertical around
They
Earth.
never flew
That's
vertical.
That was
around
the whole
Earth,
thing. Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So,
Circle.
like, straight up.
Like just straight up or straight down, all the way, completely.
Right.
Wild.
Like,
We
no-
can't, right?
We always go left or right. We never go up or
Can
down.
we?
Yeah,
We've never
because
tried it.
technically, if the plane would be positioned straight up, it would go straight into space. If it was
That's not what he's talking about.
okay, because I'm not understanding. Because technically, it
But
would still be
that's-
left. It
fuck
would be
you.
left or right
That's
based off
not
of
what
any
rockets
position
do.
that you're facing. Them.
No. Like, let's say right now, if we go from Tampa and we just fly, not necessarily up, but north.
I
You
see.
fly
Just
north.
north
There
all
we
the
go.
way.
Okay.
There we go. That's what.
All the way around. You hit the North Pole, then
And
you
then
come back around, hit the
Yeah.
South Pole, and come back.
Yeah.
Nobody does that.
I see.
Is that because the Earth is spinning?
I mean,
don't-
I think because you'd still be drifting.
Could be because it's spinning. Because if you're going straight and it's still going,
Yeah.
but you still
You can't
could
go straight
though.
because it's spinning.
But you
was-
most likely wouldn't land in the same place, right?
I was thinking that it would be more about the magnetic.
That's what rockets do. Sorry.
I know. Fuck him for that.
Yeah, no, that's not yeah,
Like,
right. We're not talking about leaving Earth. That's leaving the Earth. Like
Right.
we're talking about.
that's the understanding, the misunderstanding that I had at first.
Yeah.
That's why I was
Oh,
like,
okay. All right. No,
I'm
we're
like,
talking about going from
fucking
north
spaceships and
to
shit.
south, north
Ladies and
to
gentlemen, we are
south.
leaving planet
So,
Earth.
There we go.
So
Now
if y'all,
Um,
if y'all could leave Earth, what planet or what galaxy would y'all move to? Because this shit gonna be real one day.
Planetary migration.
Man, so I think beneath.
It won't be in our lifetime.
It won't.
Hell no.
Unfortunately.
Hell
It
no.
won't be in our lifetime.
Serious?
One,
Yes.
all right.
Definitely.
So
Unless
even,
time travel exists, it won't be in our lifetime.
I think it does.
If time travel exists, I have a better proposition. Let's just time travel back to a different point in time to where the planet is still cool. You know what I'm saying? Like Earth is still cool.
Then would you be fucking up history?
Fuck history. All right.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like history don't need it. That's a lot of
Butterfly
bullshit.
But I feel like by doing that, we'd fuck up.
I think there was a
It'd
TV
be like
show
a paradox, you know. We'd fuck up something back in
Key
time.
events.
Thus,
Yeah.
we would never went back in time because we destroyed something that we needed initially to go back
What
in time.
if-
man, like
what
hot
if-
tub time machine.
What if we went back in time? We're what killed the dinosaurs off, and we just come up with this bullshit theory that we evolved from apes, but really we just been around because we
That-
time traveled back in time.
It's cool, but
shit,
it also
that's-
means that we fucked up and we had to rebuild with nothing.
Everything.
Yeah, so it's like, do we want to do that?
That makes sense.
Hey man, to conserve the fucking timeline, apparently.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
You know what?
The sacred timeline.
how do we fix this shit?
Right, the
That's
sacred
it.
timeline. I like that. Yeah.
The missing link was time travel.
And
You know, if time was like all all compacted, like past, present, future. How do we fix fucking Earth? Because Earth sucks, man. Like how do we fix the timeline?
I know how.
How?
Y'all probably won't agree though.
You gotta save Harambe.
No.
You have to what?
Save Harambe. Ever since Harambe died, the world has become the worst timeline.
That reminded me of Patrick and SpongeBob. You gotta switch it to Wumbo.
So the key to saving Earth
is destroying humans.
I think it's to get rid of us.
We are a virus.
We're a virus to the planet.
All right. So how do we get this started?
Stop it.
This man's gonna pull out a gun right now.
Stop it. The podcast goes quiet.
Right, all you hear is do. Stream just stops. Like, oh my god.
I'm doing this for our planet.
Got Lucas calling everybody. Chauncey, look, what's going on?
Dead as fuck. Just need 4 more Infinity Stones.
Oh man,
Dead as fuck, nigga.
So with that, Thanos had a point. He was doing technically the right thing.
Technically, he was.
In his sense.
But he could have just used the stones to just
make
double
more.
the resources.
Yeah,
yes, but then you would still run into the situation of you would then again run out of resources.
Right.
Like it would be inevitable that you would run out of resources again at some point in time.
Right, it's inevitable. Just we're gonna run out of resources at one point anyway.
Right.
So that means we're using the resources. We're destroying the resources. Well, we're using the resources efficiently and like what we need them for. But we're also destroying the planet at the same time.
So why not make infinite resources?
Where would you store that though? Where would you store infinite resources?
X-Files, nigga.
Pass it back that way.
But yeah, so unlimited resources would be a thing, but otherwise the only other option would be to get rid of
Yeah,
us.
like Tesla, infinite energy,
Yeah.
Get some way to cycle it.
It's crazy because there is no like infinite energy. Like you know what's crazy is like we think that we're so advanced in our daily lives. You know how we make fucking electricity? The Tampa power
Magnets.
plant is no. Shut the fuck up, Marcus. Shut up, Dani. It's literally just
Rule number 1, Marcus.
heating up coal and fucking producing combustion power off of that.
Yeah.
That's it. It's just heating up coal.
That's Tampa Electric?
That's all electrical power plants that still use coal.
Okay.
That's the same shit that people have been doing since electricity was invented. We're not that advanced as we think we are.
No, we just learned how to do it on a bigger level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really it. But like it would be nice to solar energy is a thing, wind energy is a thing. It would just be
Chemical
like this.
energy. Nuclear energy, I mean.
Nuclear energy is very dangerous.
It's not as dangerous as you think.
It actually is.
It actually is.
It's not. I mean, because you're thinking of it on the scale that the worst case scenario happens.
Yeah.
But that's the worst case scenario. That's like a volcano erupting.
Very plausible scenario.
This is
though.
Nice.
It's got. Oh yeah, he's talking about his blueberry booster
nice.
fucking espresso shot blunt.
That
Yes.
King Palm
King Palms. That is really nice.
with a flavor boost.
Yeah, so they have like these flavored
All right,
filter
nah, stop
capsules
giving
that
them
you
free
pop
ads.
almost like a menthol.
Give it a free ads.
And you stuff it with your weed, and it gives it. Wow.
You know
that's
what?
really-
We'll go ahead and reach out to King Palm and be like, look, give us like 5 cents for every
It smells
1,000
nice.
downloads. We'll never get enough because we've been stuck at 457 followers on Facebook since day
We're
7.
at 460.
So we got 3 more.
Oh.
Wow. It looks like those 3 accounts that I made last week came through.
The potato.
This is nice.
Yes, ain't
Yeah,
it? It's
yeah.
really nice. I was blown.
Yeah, you go off King Palms.
Buy yours today.
Fuck, man. I'm really about to hit these niggas up. Yo, can we fucking talk?
Right. Sponsor.
It is pretty brilliant.
And
you
then
know?
she'll pass. It's pretty cool. No tobacco, no nicotine.
Ooh.
That's nice.
How
I
do
want
they do
to
it?
get off the game because it's back on the game.
Right.
Speaking of the game, you were streaming last night. There was no volume.
Yeah, I
know
got
if that
that
was-
after I got off. And I was
Oh,
like,
okay, did you?
Because I didn't checked. I forgot I was streaming. I just got on and started playing.
This man didn't realize he was streaming.
I did. But no, I didn't realize there was no sound. There was sound on my end, but maybe I didn't.
It's just not coming through.
Yeah, I didn't enable the audio on it.
Okay.
Why would there not be sound on your end?
Streamlabs is weird. You actually have to like put plugins to make things work. Yeah, and I guess I just had the audio one disabled for whatever reason.
I feel you. True.
Feels like I'm smoking out of a
shot glass.
I was gonna say like a blueberry pancake.
Smoking out of a
smoking
blueberry.
a pancake.
Smoking a pancake.
Smoking a pancake.
A bong and a blitz. Crepe and a cigar.
Flapjack and a sugar.
Lucas wants to know if you guys are going to be back at Warzone.
You know what, Lucas? I said I would like 2 weeks ago, and I never did. And you know, man, like, hey, man, hey, man, you know,
here we are.
Hey, man, you know,
Life.
Like, hey,
You know,
right,
pandemic,
man, like,
and then
he
it
just-
was like,
all right,
you know, man, all right.
yeah, have fun.
The fucking
Have
Big
fun in
Lebowski.
Chi-Town.
Fucking great movie. Oh man, what movies have we seen so far? We watched Fatherhood the other day.
We watched Fatherhood, which is really good.
Really good movie.
Really good movie. It's got Kevin Hart. You know,
Oh, on Netflix.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's a real good movie.
you know
It's real
who's the
good.
star of that fucking show? The little girl.
The little girl.
That fucking acting was great, bro. Like, to be that young and be able to act in those scenarios in that situation is like fucking phenomenal. Like, children
Yeah.
actors are really great.
Right.
That's wild. Okay.
Yeah, she was also in Them. I don't know if you watched the TV show Them.
I started it.
It's really
Yeah,
good.
She's that little girl that's in there. That's her.
Yeah.
It's about a family that moves to Compton whenever it first was like coming up.
It's
and,
really weird.
and it's like it started out as like a white suburb. They're the first like black family to move in there. So like racist white bitch across the street is like, fuck you,
Man.
get the fuck out of my house or like my neighborhood. And like it's them going through that,
it's
but then there's
tough.
also like a metaphysical thing going on at the same time, like ghosts and shit like that.
I like that.
Yeah,
And it's
was good.
really
it's
really
it's-
good.
It's good.
Damn. Okay, I gotta check that out too. Them.
Yeah.
Yeah, them.
Isn't it on Amazon Prime?
Yeah, Amazon
Yeah,
Prime or
Amazon
F
Prime
Movies.
Or F Movies.
Shout out to our unofficial plug.
Our unofficial official streaming service.
So far, you guys have 2 sponsors. So far, I hear
F
2.
Movies is illegal.
Which is why they're sponsored.
Sponsor us, boy. We going down.
We have a couple sponsors. So speaking of metaphysics, man, do y'all believe in ghosts?
I do.
We have this vinyl wall. Like we have different albums up there, and Prince album keeps throwing off the fuck. Like somebody's throwing Prince's album off the wall.
Probably Charlie Murphy.
Get out of here.
Blouses.
Fuck them blouses. Fuck them blouses.
Fuck Prince, man.
That's
I don't know,
crazy.
it's pretty scary, man. Cause I
Y'all
wake
ain't
up.
channeled it?
Nah, I'm just.
Nah.
I mean,
fuck that.
we think it's Prince. Like the spirit of Prince is coming to tell us some shit. You know.
You know, I love y'all. I don't think Prince gives a fuck about either one of you two. I just want y'all to know that.
How mean. I like to think Prince loves us all.
Purple. What if he just possessed all his music? Like Prince has possessed all his music.
He probably put like a drop of blood in every record.
Yeah, you know, like a little Nas X in the shoe.
Yo, I believe that shit.
Lucas said, is he coming to tell you why doves cry?
He's coming in his little red Corvette and his raspberry beret.
Yo, he's the only man that could rock high heels.
That man
Right.
wore.
And
That man had the
one.
same fashion of like 1880s
It was like-
rich aristocrat.
I think I questioned
really all
it
it was.
once, and then it was just like, man, that's just Prince,
accepted
man.
it, right?
Yeah, it's just Prince.
Nobody ever questioned that man's sexuality, bro. You want to know why? Because he could pull anybody he wanted.
Right.
Facts.
Facts.
Like nobody, you can't say shit to Prince.
No, you can't.
I'd be like, Prince, I like women.
Stop fucking with me, okay?
That's okay. Shank.
Look at him side-eyed.
It's okay, Shank.
That's okay, Shank.
So that's why he's falling down.
We
He's
all like who we like. But so I don't know, ghosts like necessarily like an embodiment of one specific person. No, I don't think so. I feel like it's more like a jumble of energies necessarily. Like I feel like once we die, we don't necessarily become ghosts. Kind of like we become part of like the energy that surrounds the world or the universe.
Right.
And so like, but you can have a jumble of negative energies, and that's what can create, you know, bad scenarios,
Natural
bad days,
disasters.
natural disasters if there's enough of it, you know.
That
But
makes sense.
that's what I believe.
That's what's up. That's pretty dope. I know for a fact, man, that this world is really multidimensional, you know, so I feel like we don't really die, you know, we just move into a different plane or different like time space.
I was talking about that last week with them.
Right.
It's like, oh yeah, that's crazy.
Those were my questions for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I just asked it last week, so like here we are.
That's
we
funny.
back.
We are.
Sooner than 50 minutes.
Right.
Just as I planned.
Episode 19.5.
Oh man.
Yeah, so yeah, that is what he was talking about though. It's like a multi-dimensional plane, you know. So like, are you saying like every life that we have, we just go into a different plane?
A different plane of existence. Like, you know, when we go to sleep, we enter a different plane, and sometimes we call it our dream state, but it's really just different frequencies, like gamma, delta, beta. We just change frequencies, and let's say from a different frequency, you live in a 5D, you can view 4D, but 4D can't really view you. So this, you know, we're all interlaced and interlapped, kind of like God of War. You know how he just switches the little, you know, time clock, and it just unfolds into the same space, just different place.
See that?
I like that. That's pretty dope. I like the dreamland concept. Like the dreamland. That's what I mean. It's where you dream. You know
Where Kirby live?
Nah. This is why I wanted to try and explain it.
Where Kirby live? Dreamland.
But no, like the whole dreamland is like definitely could be a whole fucking plane of existence.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're there, but you're seeing other things that are happening in a different like timeline of dimensions or some shit like that. Like those places are real.
Yes.
And you're just kind of there.
Right.
Honestly, dreams are really underrated. Like we've been doing this for too long that it's just like an everyday thing. But the fact that we can see people, symbols, places in a sleep state is basically like we're hallucinating while asleep. And I don't believe that's a natural occurrence. It's just normalized because everybody does it. But the astral plane is definitely like a space where, let's say you can intentionally travel. Like if you keep like your body, you put everything to sleep and then you keep your consciousness awake, you can start having like these visions that take you different places and crazy experiences. But again, it's so normalized. It's like, oh, I go to sleep, I had a weird dream. But if you start tuning into that more and more, which it takes practice, like I feel like you'll start tying in things from past lives and those different dimensional spaces. But yeah, it's crazy.
Bringing it all here and now, you know. There's a book called Bardo Thodal's the Tibetan Book of the Dead. And these ancient monks, like they basically say that when we pass, we just wake up from this dream and enter the next, you know. So what they do is while people are dying, their family, they kind of just whisper into their ear the frequencies that they want them to travel to. So it's like they're staying with them through those frequencies. It's really cool. Over here, we just, you know, kick somebody into a box after they die and bury them in the dirt, you know. Farewell, we'll miss you.
I never want to be buried, man.
No, I want to be cremated.
Me too.
Yeah,
Same.
definitely.
Yeah, and don't put me in a jar afterwards either.
No.
You gotta
No.
spread me.
I want to be put in one of those little like tree pod things.
That'd be nice, but
Well, here's my thing. All right, so I have two rules that for whenever I die. All right, either A, I gotta take you can do ashes since it's easier. You know what I'm saying? This body is gonna be hard to move. You know what I'm saying? Because like one of it is I want you to strap me to a rocket and launch me into space. So very difficult with this body. Rigor mortis sets in. You're not moving it. All right, cool. So you can take my
I don't know
ashes.
where we're getting this rocket from. Like you said, that part's too hard. I'm like, where the fuck we get this rocket?
NASA's like a 3-hour drive away.
Hey, NASA.
We can't. Yeah,
yo, our
here's some
homie
ashes.
dying wish.
His
You
last
know,
dying wish.
he wanted us to strap him to a rocket.
What's
Y'all got
Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Make-A-Wish Foundation? Thank you,
You are
Dani.
not a disabled child.
Right, you'd be dead at that point, so there'd be no wishes to be made.
Right. It's before you die that you get the wish, not after you die.
All I'm hearing is I got some fake ass friends.
Listen, I can see the visual and it's fucking me up. Okay, I can just see them be like, okay, well, Make-A-Wish
I can see-
Foundation having Teddy's body on that.
I can see them strapping him to like a firework.
That's what I thought. I was like, yo, we can do that. Like,
Not fireworks.
Blow him and scatter his bloody parts all over the
Hey. If
Here's your rocket.
just mix them with the gunpowder.
that's pretty dope. Honestly, I can't like that's pretty cool. I'll let y'all go with that one too. You know what I'm saying? Just mix my shit in there with some gunpowder and launch
mix
me
it
up.
with the gunpowder.
No, that'd be pretty dope.
Everybody breathe you in.
Get you
Right.
one of those big, like the big fireworks they
Yeah,
use for the
the
city, so it gets up there. Like, yeah, so a
right.
little bit of you might break the atmosphere.
Right.
You know?
Give me as high as you can.
What was
Yeah.
that?
One little piece.
Launch it from the Empire State Building.
Right, as high as we can go and then do it.
Lucas reminded me that I could use my make-A-Wish wish for you.
Oh my gosh.
Like a real pal.
You know, I make the wish now, so then they have no choice but to do it when you die, because I'll still be living.
Like a real pal.
Saying that I'm gonna live longer than Teddy, that is.
Hey man, you never know.
You
Never know, man.
Honestly.
Depression's a bad thing.
What? Stop playing, man.
Oh, man.
Jeez.
Come on, your life is valuable. Without you, there won't be another Teddy.
Right.
There won't be another Teddy, man.
And then we're gonna have to pull your spirit from the dead, and then
Oh man,
That
y'all,
Weehaw
y'all
board.
can always hit me up on a Weehaw board, bro. Y'all can always do
Weehaw
that.
board.
yo, Ted.
Right, man. Y'all can always hit me up, man.
Right.
Sundays with
Put
the
the
boys is gonna
controller
be a
down.
little bit different from now
Right.
on.
How the Ouija board? Teddy says
Sundays
hi.
with the board.
Oh, look, it's moving. It's moving.
Right.
But so number 2, whenever I die, is you gotta give me like a Viking burial. You know what I'm saying? Put me in a boat, shoot a fire flaming arrow, let it burn up.
Yo.
The only problem is like that doesn't really get hot enough to cremate your body. And if it did cremate it, I just go into the ocean
And
or
then
whatever
you cool
river.
off anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like
Then the aliens will get you down there.
The aliens. But then
Then that
Fight
means you could be
anything.
reborn.
exactly. They could
Stronger,
use your DNA.
faster.
It's gonna be a merman. Mermaid man and barnacle
Might
boy.
end up being a reptile person. Maybe that's how they get them. The Titanic, all of them are reptile
Teddy's
people
fear of
now.
being a lizard person, he comes back as a lizard person.
Just immediately look in the mirror like,
That's not the real Ted.
That'd be insane.
Imposter.
the X-Files theme starts playing in the background.
Could you
I just
imagine?
I just told Chauncey the other day that I'm afraid of that theme song.
No, it's
this day.
unsettling.
It's
very unsettling. Thank you, Marcus. This is why Marcus has been my best friend for the longest, bro.
No, but seriously, those first, like the X-Files when it first started, those were some scary episodes.
They are.
They were really
They
fucked up.
And the music fucked me
Oh
up.
my
I
god.
wanna
Thank
watch
you,
it now.
Shank,
Yeah.
bro. That's what I'm saying.
I want to watch it over now. X-Files from the beginning now.
There was one with like a
think it's
little
on Hulu.
small
Oh, yeah.
being like crawling around. No,
Yeah,
yeah.
and it's very
Not that-
unsettling.
Yeah.
It's like
They're trying to tell us the aliens are out there.
Hey,
in the
Lucas,
ocean.
ask Aisha for her Amazon account, man.
Yeah, but we need that Prime
I
account.
need that Prime account,
We need
bro.
that Prime.
I'm trying to watch some stuff on Prime.
Lucas said some shit about reincarnation, but only as the cocaine bear, the Pablo
my
Escobar
God.
that
Pablo
fucking
Escobar?
died in like 15 minutes from cocaine
Oh
overdose.
man, I would do that.
Jesus.
Yes. First of all, if I ever find out reincarnation is a thing,
Yeah.
you wouldn't be able to stop me from trying crazy shit.
No, yeah, like
Like what?
Yeah.
Like probably doing a shit ton of cocaine and seeing how that affects.
if I was an apex predator and I took that much cocaine, and I was the strongest being on the planet for what, 15 minutes?
Yeah. Unstoppable.
Oh, man.
Unstoppable. Nah, so what it was is a bear found like 40 kilos of cocaine and just kept eating it over and over
What
again.
kind of bear? Not that it matters.
Like a grizzly bear.
Yeah, like a grizzly
See,
bear.
I think a panda bear would have survived.
Why?
It's healthy.
You gotta balance it out,
It's a healthy bear.
He has a healthy digestive
It's a
system.
healthy diet. All that cocaine, all this bamboo.
Nothing. He just boosted his psychedelic state.
That was trash coke.
It just absorbs into the bamboo. It's fine. His body doesn't take it all in. Yes, it's so logical.
That's why he's half white and black.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Yeah, no.
What?
Danny is still there to pass it, Marcus.
I'm so sorry.
Or hear me out. You could have just passed it back
I'm so
this way.
entertained.
He told me to pass it the other way last time.
Stop telling people to do things,
I'm
sir.
sorry. Yes, you can pass to me next day, Marcus.
I'm sorry, Danny. It's just like it's
okay.
inconvenient for you because
No,
like
it's okay. I'm over here laughing at everything, so I didn't even see you. I'm trying to pass it.
They're doing a limbo rock around here. We gotta find a better way to fucking do these chords.
All around the limbo world.
I'm done.
What? That's it. Jack me limbo, Jack me quick. Jack go under limbo stick. All around the limbo clock.
I need some drums.
So, Danny, you mentioned something about reincarnation earlier as well. So, do you believe in reincarnation?
I do. I feel like I don't know. It depends, like specifically what about reincarnation? Because I definitely believe it's something that's out there.
Well, I guess like what's your
Belief
view on that?
yeah.
You know, what is
What's
your view?
perspective of reincarnation?
Right.
Okay, so I feel like we come back. Like sometimes we have a mission here, right? Like on Earth. And let's say someone takes me out. I haven't completed my mission. It's like, come back. So I believe that's like a form of reincarnation, but also going to like past life stuff. I feel like, and this is where the dreams tie into it, there could be some dreams you have, or I don't know, I used to have a lot of dreams about, well, without it tying into me, I just feel like we could come from ancient times and just be serving out this weird purpose here. So reincarnation's weird. I'm still exploring it myself. I don't feel like everyone is reincarnated though. I feel like some people are here first time as humans. Some people are here disguised as humans. Literally not humans. Lizard people, right. And I don't know if you guys know about like different like galactic beings that literally look like humans, but don't really have the same abilities. You know, they have different sensitivities, different spiritual gifts, you know, per se. And there's a lot of what they call hybrids. So all of you guys sitting in this room could be like, yeah, human DNA, but you don't know what you've come from, you know, down the line. So reincarnation, I feel like, is not just an earthly type of thing. Whether you put the word reincarnation or just coming into a human body, whatever word you want to slap on it, it's definitely, that's, I don't know, it's a wide spectrum, I believe. But yeah.
Speaking of like the, you know, different beings that look like humans, you know, there's somebody had said something before, like, humans have this innate thing to automatically be afraid of something else that looks like a human.
Right.
But what is it that made you afraid of something that looked like a human before?
Shit. Oh, man.
So, like, what is it that's out there that made you feel this way? I don't know.
Because like all our fears are like kind of instinctive. They're ancestral. Yeah.
I can see that.
Like,
so
if you see a spider, you're not going to just run straight up into
you're
it.
Afraid of snake.
Right.
Like you're wary of them.
That can tie into reincarnation too, because let's say like people that are really afraid of heights, what if they like fell off a cliff or like airplane crash, you know, and then it's like, oh no, and they have this irrational fear. I feel like that could tie into some type of past life.
Well, yeah, because even with babies, like newborn babies, like if you do like a drop with them, you know what I'm saying? Like you just simulate like you're gonna drop them, they still freak out. But babies don't know about heights. They don't know how high they are off the ground or anything like that. So it's weird that you have that instinctive, automatic thing if you don't want to fall.
Right.
You know, very weird.
It's because your equilibrium's off, so that's something that takes place in the brain. So you know what I'm saying? Like you have no form of like it doesn't matter about the height. It's just like that motion that throws them off their stable ground is what throws them into that shock. That's what that would be. Yeah, because your equilibrium's off.
That
Nice.
makes sense.
Shout out to Chauncey for giving me some scientific knowledge. I've heard a lot of people ask that question though, or like bring that situation up. I've never heard that response though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's
you
what
learned that from Alan Watts.
No, I just. No, I did not learn that from Alan. What? Shout out to Alan Watts. No, it's just something I know.
Oh, okay.
It's just basically, just when your equilibrium's off, that unsettling feeling that you have, anyways, of you trying to stable out. That's pretty much just all that is.
Because it makes sense. If you remove the floor from anybody, they're gonna fucking freak out. Because there is no stability anymore.
Right, exactly. That's why I gotta gain flight, and then I won't care about the equilibrium.
Right.
I create my own equilibrium.
So what about you, Shank? You believe in reincarnation?
Oh yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what's your actual viewpoint on it? How do you feel? Or like, what do you feel reincarnation is to you?
I mean, I just think that like energy can't be created or destroyed, so everything is always going to be here. I feel like our consciousness is a lot more special than what we think it is, and we're able to keep a conscious memory of who we are even after we leave these bodies. So I feel like, the more you grow in like unconditional love for yourself, which is actually every atom in the universe, including all the people, animals, etc. Once you start to love these things, your consciousness grows, and you take that memory with you. If you don't develop that, the next time you come back, you actually forget who you are, and you have to continue to figure out who you are through loving. It's crazy, a crazy world.
Okay, so like self-love is what fully brings you to like that enlightenment and bringing you into the world.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Just loving yourself, which is loving all.
Okay.
Because everything is you.
Right. Right. It makes sense.
Yeah. And then you bring these memories with you. And let's say the human beings that actually like grow into unconditional love within this time frame, they start to get their memory back slowly.
Right. It's like you get to start over in the next life or the next time that you die.
Exactly.
And you just get like that little bit of like new game plus.
Exactly. It's like a bonus.
Privilege.
But I mean, everybody's equal. So if you get the bonus or not, you're still like an equal player in the reality.
Right.
Yeah. But like just like the Matrix, Neo actually he remembered.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all about making a decision. A lot of people just float and let the world make decisions for them, but all you have to do is make a decision. Like, okay, unconditional love, I choose it. The world's got enough of me, or I hate this fucking reality. Fuck everybody, it's a decision. It's equal power, just different perception.
Right. I feel like honestly, like this world, it can feel like to a lot of people that it tries to break you down. But I feel like it's just honestly breaking the parts of us away that keep us away from that unconditional love and that oneness space, because we look at each other so separate just because we're all in individual bodies, but we are really all the same thing. And it's so crazy, we just have different personalities, look different, etc., but we're all of the same thing. So if that could be like restored here, we would really see it. Ties into reincarnation too, but just like as the whole, like if we could see that, like there'd be so much less separation, especially when it comes to color, race, beliefs, all this other bullshit, like
borders, anything like that. All of this, in the grand scheme of things, is pretty fucking pointless.
It is.
Like we are like, I don't know if you guys have seen like the little fucking photo that's been going around like Twitter and social media, but it's like this dude talking to this monkey. He's like, haha, you're a stupid fucking monkey. And the monkey's like, you're the only animal on this planet that pays to live here.
Oh my god, that's good.
Like, and that's some real shit, bro. Like,
monkey tried his ass.
That's deep. That's so deep.
We are literally the only fucking people, or the only thing on this planet that pays to fucking live here, man.
In the world?
And we created that whole fucking system for what though?
Who
like, what's the point?
That?
And it comes out of fucking a place of hate. Is what I really want to say, like, or envy,
right?
Pride,
right.
Those 7 sins. You know what I'm saying? If you really take a look at it, you can use those to explain any type of conquest, setting up borders, collecting money from people, slavery, anything like that, because it all comes down to competition. You think you're better than somebody. You think that person's better than you, and you want what they have.
Right.
You know? But at the end of the day, like, it really don't fucking matter.
Imagine, like, if that person saw them for what they really are, like a part of them.
As a lizard person.
Right. It's like, damn.
I see you, lizard man.
Yeah, it is. It's pointless, man. It's so pointless.
I want to make a point here. Smoking this regular ass blunt after smoking the King Palm, trash. I feel so elevated and eloquent.
Thank you.
And now I'm sitting here smoking this nasty 47th in Nebraska ass weed.
Damn.
You know?
That's how I feel now. That's why I was like, damn, bro, that shit was fire.
It was.
Damn.
We only smoke
gonna
King
pay
Palm
everybody
now.
on this podcast.
That's what I'm saying. Fuck, man. Y'all done put some people
Right, man.
on.
If y'all are ever out there and y'all are smoking and you're smoking regular Games or Swishers, whatever. First of all, you should never smoke Swishers. Do yourself better, okay? You deserve better. Go get a King Palm.
Go get a King Palm for real.
They got flavor boosters. It's like an espresso shot at the end of your venti mocha latte.
That shit's flame.
Right.
I'm feeling that. About to go to the corner store. Yo, y'all serve King Palms here, bro?
You need to.
Right, you need to, man. Where the owner at, bro? He cool as fuck.
Let me talk to him.
Right, let me talk to him real quick. He'll dead ass come out and talk.
They be taxing over there though.
Be tikesing.
Takes.
Tikesing.
Yeah.
Do they tax?
Yeah, man, I went over to get one of them sparkling ice juices, and they're only like $1 everywhere else. Man, it's charging me $1.99 for that.
Oh,
It's
Damn.
like, nah, put it back.
Probably because they don't have to bomb like that.
right.
So they probably like have to.
I guess, but they're only like, depending on where you can go, you can get them a bulk where each bottle is like 50 cents.
I feel you.
So it's like, bro, this shit is hella cheap, and you charging me $2 for it? No,
Gotta make their profit.
Gotta make that profit.
not off of me.
Right.
You feel the pain.
That money, man. Fucking crazy. But yeah, man, people just gotta break away from the self.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. Realize that we're all one. Lion King taught me that.
Yeah, y'all got really good vibes over here, man. Like this, y'all got like what do you call it, a hive mind?
Yeah.
Like, like, you know, it's telecommunication at its finest. You know, y'all just understand each other, and
You really have no. Me and Chauncey just keep watching movies, bro, and we be having the same fucking thought, and just one of us will say it, and I'm like, bro, I just was thinking the same shit, bro.
See, that's crazy. That shows the connection right there.
We're trying to branch out into like this weird way where we can guess what happens in movies before it happens, and like we get a lot of it right. And so like we do it with anime too. So like I do a lot of Funimation shit where like I just happen to be right and be like, yeah, he's gonna say this, and then he'll say it, and I'm like, hey man, like, am I wrong? And then he's like, all right, thank you, Funimation. And then fucking Chauncey will do it with some shit. So now we've created like this. We all live on a cul-de-sac, or like the businesses are on a giant cul-de-sac. So they all just like right next. Because I used to be like, oh yeah,
short bus to this cul-de-sac.
because like I'd say shit and he'd be like,
idiots.
He'd be like, this ain't from Funimation. I was like, yeah, I know, but like I was going out to get lunch, you know what I'm saying, on my lunch break from the Funimation studios, and I heard these dudes from TV Tokyo across the street, and they was talking about some shit. You know, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Universal just moved in. You know what I'm saying? They just opened
Universal
up.
Just moved
I just walked past their board meeting
Sony
one day.
Pictures Animation just moved in.
Man.
So yeah, we waiting on Marvel to move in. You know what I'm saying? Waiting on Marvel to join us. All in this little cul-de-sac of businesses. All these major companies just work together.
Not that I can visualize this though.
Right.
Like this is so I can see the whole cul-de-sac just
that means we're manifesting it.
right.
It's gonna be one of our little skits. Watch.
What?
That'd be hilarious.
Have everybody rolling in on fucking short bus. Say it by like, alright, Sony, alright, to be Tokyo.
And then we all get on this short bus to ride back home.
Right.
Oh man,
This is fucking great, bro. Fucking love it. How that happened, and then start guessing shit that happens in their TV shows, and they're like, yeah, man, you know, they had the storyboard room open, you know what I'm saying? We were just able to just peek in, and I was able to see it.
They brought me in for a consultation one time, that's all. It wasn't, like, I just told them, like, yo, we could do this. And then, like, I tried to do that with fatherhood. There's a chick in there who said that she's, like, an animator and shit like that. I was like, watch. She's gonna end up animating a kid show about him and his daughter, like growing up, like being a single parent.
Really intricate.
And then we got to the very fucking end of the movie, right? And he's like, I didn't see no animation, Teddy. I was like, nah, man, just wait. And then the fucking credits rolls, like, fucking bullshit. I introduced this in the board meeting, they fucking scrapped it. Like, fuck them.
Damn. I can really see you guys doing some visuals, like some funny visuals, like small skits, man. Like, it's just so natural.
Oh man, me and Chauncey want to get a green screen, and like green screen ourselves into movie scenes.
You guys can say that,
like,
please.
Because there's so much shit where we're just like, this should not be the way it played out, bruh.
Right.
They should have said X, Y, Z. These motherfuckers over here doing CBG.
Right. Have us in the background of the kid like, yo, what the? What was that one we was doing it with, bro? It was a fucking Adam Sandler movie, wasn't it?
I thought you were talking about the Angelina Jolie movie, the one where she's a forest firefighter in the forest.
Oh,
and like
that one. But...
she's like running with this little boy, and like it's storming, and they're in the middle of a field, and she's like, you just gotta run. Okay, just run, and when I tell you to stop, I'm gonna run, and then I'm gonna tell you to go, and like they keep doing that to try and get across the field, because of course lightning strikes whatever's in the highest in the area.
Shit.
So you standing up makes you a prime component to be struck by lightning. So they're running, and then like lightning hits almost her, but not really her, and then so she like flips out, and then this little boy comes and sits next to her, and then like she wakes up, and they start crying and having this heartfelt conversation in the middle of the fucking field. Like, y'all should not be doing this right now. What the fuck are y'all doing? Get out of the fucking... First of all, the forest behind you is on fire.
I'm done.
Okay?
They're having a sentimental moment.
Right, this is not the time to be having this conversation.
Damn.
Bro, what?
It sounds like a lot going on, man.
Right.
There was a forest fire and like a lightning storm.
Oh, there were also two people hunting her.
Oh yeah, it was a lot going on.
Yeah.
Wait, what movie is this?
I don't know the name of it.
Shit.
It's
Those
like
were...
those who I don't know, man. I was about to see Rage of the
Fucking
Machine.
love
Right.
Angelina Jolie. God damn.
But now it's the movie with the TV broadcaster shit. Fuck, I can't think of it. The dude gets beat up for her. Like,
Mr. Deeds.
yes,
Mr. Deeds.
Yes, bro, that's the one where we was fucking doing that shit left.
Yeah, that's
right,
when we first
bro.
realized that we were writing movies. Because like, there's a part where she was like she said like, I really like him. I think Mr. Deeds Deeds is really good, and I want to be with him. And she's like, or the other dude who was like in love with her was like, he fucking beat me. And she's like, me and Chauncey were like, yeah, you were trying to fucking mug her. And then she's like, you were trying to mug me.
It was like, see, like, so we like standing behind her, like, see, exactly. This nigga fucking idiot.
The Angelina Jolie movie is called Those Who Wish Me Dead.
Yes, that's what it's called.
Get that written down. Nice. Okay.
Yeah. Those who wish me
You guys
dead.
always put us on the best movies.
We watch a lot of movies.
And
do.
good ones, like classics.
Really good one, by
I
the
don't
way.
know about this. This one just came out.
Yeah, it's not that
Oh,
great.
Yeah,
shit.
this is like one of her most recent movies. It just
Yeah,
came out.
like it just came out probably like a month and a half, 2 months ago now.
Oh, that's
no more than
crazy.
2 months ago.
Right. It's like a solid 5 out of 10.
Yeah.
It's very there.
Usually
Yeah.
her movies are good. That's sad.
You do want to watch a good movie. I recommend Hereditary.
Hereditary?
Yeah, it's actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
I feel like you guys probably told us about that.
No, because we just watched it ourselves. the other day.
Right.
Hereditary.
Yeah, it's so Hereditary is like one of those movies that it's kind of like a horror, but not really a horror.
Oh shit. Yeah.
But it's like kind of based on dissociative identity disorder, and
Oh,
so you're
shit.
kind of like thinking to yourself the entire time you're watching, like, is this real? Is this not real?
Right.
What's actually going on? What the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
But it's pretty good. It's got a wonderful death scene in there. One that was like jaw-dropping.
Oh,
that was
man.
kind of like, holy shit, they did that.
Oh,
So yeah,
man.
I highly recommend it.
Okay, that's exciting. Yeah, it's on the list.
Yeah.
Damn.
What else have we seen recently? I couldn't think of nothing else. I was trying to tell Marcus because he said we watched Nobody, but he said he had watched Nobody the other day, and I was like, oh yeah, that was a good movie.
It was a lot better than what the fuck I thought it was.
Right, me too. I thought it was gonna be like a comedy kind of.
I thought it was just gonna be like a bullshit
action movie.
Right?
But no, it was really good.
It was.
And RZA was good, and fucking
his audio over the over the airwaves.
It was good.
We just watched The Big Lebowski as well, which that is a great movie.
I watched it for the second time because I had watched it earlier within that week.
Oh yeah, that's right. You had watched it twice.
With Sean had he was sitting over here like serving me up, and then I had it on. And he was sitting there watching it. But yeah, that's when I found out. I was like, yeah, that's fucking Teddy.
Apparently my entire personality is based off of a character in a movie that I've never seen.
Oh shit! Damn.
Whole lifestyle.
That's insane.
How does that make you feel?
Life imitates art, Shank.
That's deep.
You know?
It's true.
Right.
Preach, my brother.
That's good. That's good.
My brother.
Oh man.
Oh yeah.
Deuteronomy 41:20.
I'm
writing that one down, Teddy. I want to watch you on a movie screen. The Big Lebowski.
I'm like, you don't even have to wait long.
It's on Netflix.
It's literally the first time he is introduced into the movie. Yeah. You can see it.
Literally, bro. Automatically, first words come out of his mouth. Yeah, that's fucking Teddy. That's just how I felt when I watched it. I was like, yeah, that's fucking Teddy, bro. Then they got this one character named Dani. He just gets shit on the whole movie. Like everybody's just Walter's just telling him, "Shut the fuck up, Dani." The whole fucking movie. Walter's the name of the character that Teddy is based off of. He's the character that John Goodman plays in that movie.
Oh man.
So yeah, bro, they just fucking shit on the whole movie. Like, shut the fuck up, Dani. Like. You worthless piece of shit.
That sounds like you guys' relationship.
Right.
What the hell?
It's fucking hilarious.
Damn.
I'm the Big Lebowski, man. I be chilling, bro.
You are not the Big Lebowski.
I'm the dude, man. I'm the dude.
You're the actual Lebowski. The dude in the wheelchair. Yes.
Because my hips are bad.
Oh.
Because you're greedy and angry.
I'm not greedy.
And angry.
Didn't deny the second.
One out of two.
Like I'm angry. That's my thing, Cap. I'm always angry.
Yeah, you're always laughing though, and making the best jokes. Come on,
Yeah,
what?
man.
It's a front. I try.
It's all a facade. That's facade. It's all a facade.
It's a superpower.
Right.
Oh man, it's horrible.
He said it's horrible.
Multiple faces. Multifaceted. That does not mean the same thing.
That's big Gemini energy right there.
Uh-huh.
Big Gemini energy.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Gemini season over.
Unfortunately, shout out to Cancers though, but
That bit was rainy as fuck, just like all
That last week of fucking Gemini season had me all types of fucked up.
yeah.
That's whenever Powerade was in Minute Maid, and I couldn't think for shit.
That's
Now,
right.
all my words were gone, bro. That was the dumbest week I've ever had in my fucking
What?
life. I was completely stupid
I
that
think I was
entire
just
fucking
frustrated that week, man.
Nah, bro,
Mad at
I was
everybody that week.
Man, stop
dumb
playing.
as fuck. I kept making stupid ass decisions.
Wow. People kept irritating me that week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's that week I almost got into with my coworker.
yeah, man. See that Minute Maid, bro.
It's because your marinara was in Parmesan. That's why. It's the other way around. Parmesan supposed to be in marinara.
I don't know how you're Aries or Taurus.
Taurus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The only Earth sign in here.
Yeah.
You ground all of us out.
I like to just chill. I like to be here.
He's that lightning rod, He grounds us all.
Flash.
He absorbs all of it and just stirs it out into the earth. Like, yeah, man,
Yeah,
just
I'm
chill,
always
man.
touching the ground, man. I
Yeah,
gotta
man.
stay.
So he's our Big Lebowski.
Marcus is too angry too. If anybody's our Big Lebowski, it's Greg.
True.
He don't be telling us to chill, man.
He don't.
Greg is right along with the shits with us, bro.
He is.
Greg is so along
Greg
with
is
the shits.
dangerous, yeah.
He's too fucking calm, bro. Yeah, I don't know if y'all don't think y'all ever met Greg. Y'all ain't met Greg yet.
We have to meet this Greg.
Right.
The nicest human being in the world.
You know what?
Second only to Captain America.
Second only to Captain America.
I think we did
He
meet
got me my
Greg.
cane sword.
Wait, was Greg here one time when you
Yeah.
guys had the couches to the side?
He
Might have been.
Chilling on
He
the
could have.
couch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He could have.
I think
Most
that was
likely.
Greg.
Super quiet.
Yeah.
Sounds
Yeah.
about right. Yep.
Yeah,
Super
good,
quiet Greg.
good vibe.
Wait, did you say your cane sword?
Yes.
Your cane sword?
Yes.
There's a sword in it.
Have a cane. It's
And a
also
No way.
a sword.
No way. No way. Stop. Oh.
All right, bro.
Is
Y'all
Greg
heard-
listening right now? Because Greg, you're awesome for that, man.
Y'all hearing that?
He hooked you up.
Nobody
Right,
better
that
try Chauncey
fucking
out on these
1980s.
streets.
Yeah.
Fucking,
That's all I'm gonna say.
If I see somebody's hand cut off in the news,
Right. He's gonna whistle and be like, okay.
whoever did it got away.
Right.
I'm gonna know it's Chauncey.
So
16-year-old girl cuts off man's hand.
oh my god. So
Got away.
Stop it.
so I didn't realize that you were calling yourself a 16-year-old girl.
It
I
took
thought
me a
you meant
second.
somebody. She disarmed you.
It took me a second too, Dani. I was like, oh, wait.
Because they didn't catch him.
So they came and just saw the hair
Right,
flow. It was like a
right.
16-year-old girl
Right.
caught on camera slicing off a man's hand.
I was trying to abuse her.
If you see this little girl anywhere,
Please call the authorities right away.
Oh
I don't
man.
know why we sound like a 1960s.
Right, the old school broadcaster, bro. And back to you, Johnny, with sports. So Greg is listening right now, and he said thank you.
Yes,
Oh, man.
Yes.
What's up?
Thank you, Greg, for the laugh and the entertainment, because, man.
Thanks, Greg.
Oh yeah, we
That's
got
crazy.
another laugh for you too, man. He bought me you know how we're all supposed to get team jerseys because based off of this anime team called Haikyuu. Well, from an anime called Haikyuu. The name
Yeah,
of
the
the
team's called Karasuno. Yeah, Karasuno.
Karasuno. Yeah. So so he supposed to get us all one in our relative size. He buys me a large. Y'all know number 3 from Codename Kids Next Door? That's basically what I look like wearing that, man.
I'm
Like,
done.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like her
that's tall.
sweater, like, you know, it hangs over her
yeah.
hands.
The
Yeah, it looks like I'm
tall
wearing
tee.
I'm wearing my boyfriend's jersey who plays for Karasuno. Everybody, I hang out with the friends that are actually on the team, but my boyfriend's never there, so I feel it is fine for the
We got to get somebody else with the same jersey number,
right.
but with like a different style of it.
Like, yeah, this is my boyfriend. Let me kick my leg up.
Hell nah.
Oh man,
Yeah, man, I don't know what he thought. He thought I was gonna grow into it.
this grown ass man who's already spent half his life.
This 31-year-old man is just gonna get a growth spurt and be able to fit his Karasuno
Hey,
jersey.
never know.
No. Don't do
I
that.
do know.
I know
He
for
knows,
a fact.
and it's never.
You're right, exactly. It'll never happen. I thought I was gonna look cool. I still look cool, but I don't look as cool as I thought I was gonna look.
We can take it to a tailor.
I probably
They might-
can take it to a
Yeah.
tailor. I can, I got that one lady. She'll probably tailor it.
Right.
I wonder if that's possible.
Might be.
It might be, but I don't know if she'll be able to have the same material.
Should probably just cut from the material that's already there. You don't have to add. You need to reduce.
Right.
Yeah, you're right.
Or just put in a super hot wash cycle and let it shrink.
Yeah.
Nah, not that type of material. It's like a polyester.
Oh, yeah, that's not, yeah.
It's not happening. It's okay though. Thank you, Greg. Though I love both my gifts. I do. I just like to talk shit.
A lot of appreciation.
A lot of appreciation. Well, we have more time. So we are in the second half of our show. I just thought about that.
I'm happy that you're doing this because I was gonna do it like 5 minutes ago, but it was gonna be a hard right turn.
Oh, okay. No,
It was gonna be like a hard right turn, like a fucking. Well, guys, that was good for jokes. Dani, Shank, how's that?
What is your view on? Whoa.
No, so like we talked the last time that you guys were on the show that you guys do ceremonies,
Ceremony
cord
sounds like
cutting.
a ritual.
They are.
Yeah, it's a ritual, I guess.
Yeah. So cord cutting, tarot readings. You guys actually just recently had like a mass gathering of chill meditation circles or some shit. I have no idea.
Yeah, we just have group meditations. We just honestly I don't know how they fall together, but
it's really the full moons and new moons that do it.
Yeah.
Like we just feel into the energy, and I don't know. We're like, okay, we need to get people together for this, just to send energy one way, or just unite people. It's usually on a whim, but it goes really good when people come together and meditate. Over one thing, even if it's a focus on love or just coming in, union together, just having a good time. That energy gets sent out by like all those people, and then you get that energy manifesting on top of the bullshit that goes out here. So
our focus of the last meditation was to put focus on the purity and the innocence of the world, because I feel like that's what the denser frequencies try to draw on. They try to suck those dry out of everybody, by keeping them distracted. So we just meditated on bringing that back and bringing more of a focus there. Because I was thinking the other day, I'm like, dang, the world really needs this, and if we're going to bring it to the world, we have to be it, so we have to bring more of it, we have to focus more on it. So we all got together, we just meditated on that, and it was pretty intense.
Right. There was a meditation we did before that I don't know, each one's different. Like people think of meditation as being like a serious thing, but it's not always serious. You like play around like game Cards Against Humanity, like the whole night, eat some good food and then get into meditation, or sometimes it's before and we have an intention, but it's really just to help with the energy, whatever the hell we want to send out. But it's really lax. We just get people together whenever, like I said, it's usually full moons or new moons. That's when the energy's heightened, and just have a good time, put a focus somewhere. It's like, what does the world need right now? Okay, this is going on.
Love.
Right.
Sweet love.
Right.
Yeah, pretty soon we'll be stepping into house calls. So if anybody want to create a group meditation, they just hit us up and we can help facilitate or just balance the energy.
Right. Yeah, we've been talking about that. We do a lot of the services out of our own house, and then afterwards we got to cleanse and rebalance out the energy. But it helps when people in their own environment, they're a little more comfortable, instead of just stepping full blown into just like, it's like whoosh, we have crystals everywhere. They're kind of like, oh, okay, this is nice. But
well, definitely if they're going to your house, you're doing like this whole meditation, they're balancing their energy based off the room that they're in, but then they go back to their own place where it has its own different energy.
Right. So it's definitely, it's a big difference. And bring that energy to people's houses. They can just sit with it and just kind of look in their space like, it feels different here. It feels good. So we've been expanding with that, and then eventually want to hold retreats. So lately we've been diving in, just like you guys have been diving into different herbs, we've been diving into cacao.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
that's one of the 4 plants.
Yeah, superfoods.
No, not superfoods. Not it's so like the sages.
Yeah.
That like you do ayahuasca, cacao, tobacco, and then there's another one that I can't think of. It's like,
is it combo?
San Pedro.
Yes.
Yeah.
San
so
Pedro.
like it's the 4 stages of like trippy plants or some shit like that. But yeah,
I didn't know
Jesus, Buddha.
They all ate each other. Honestly,
that.
ayahuasca's on our to-do list in life, man. Oh my gosh, that's why I want to go to Peru sometime in this lifetime.
Doing like a whole shamanic ceremony,
right? With the leaf, dum dum dum. Oh gosh, so ritualistic and beautiful. If you even just watch the videos on YouTube, you feel the energy. Like they're sitting there chanting. You don't know what they're saying, but you hear that. I know it sounds crazy. Go ahead, laugh. Go ahead.
So I was the reason why I was looking over at Marcus though is because we kind of brought this up last week, and Marcus kind of like, it seemed like he pushed it off to the side. Are you down for an ayahuasca trip to Peru?
To Peru?
Somewhere down there. I don't know.
Ayahuasca?
Argentina?
I mean, I do want to try ayahuasca. I don't know about Peru because I don't know nothing
How
about
are
Peru.
we all this
That's how we
into-
know it's pure.
Yeah.
I want to go with a shaman who know what the fuck he doing. Like,
Right.
I ain't trying to get no.
I don't know nothing about Peru. Man.
Oh no,
So,
they have some churches here in America, but like you don't know like how long they practice. A lot of the shamans out there, like their whole life is been dedicated to that.
That's the thing. Like it's completely dedicated to go to like one of the. First of all, with ayahuasca, you want to go to an actual shaman who is powered by that plant and actually knows everything about that plant. You have other people in like America who are just like, I'm a fucking cool hippie and I'm gonna fucking do this thing. It's like, no, you're not a shaman.
You don't know anything.
You should be doing those things, like, to get the full effect, apparently, is to, you know, to actually find a shaman or somebody who actually does it.
Right, because
how do you? I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're fine.
How do you go about finding someone?
It's actually relatively easy to just book.
Yeah.
It's like a whole retreat thing.
Yeah, on my private tab, that's all I have. Arcana spiritual.
I gotta keep it private just in case somebody, you know,
Exactly.
I don't want no red to come about.
No.
Ayahuasca. Where's she going? But yeah, man, that's If you guys are all down, I mean, a group trip.
Definitely.
That sounds like a plan. But
Then we end up like some midsummer type movie.
Stop! That movie scarred me. Oh
like
man,
that
I still haven't
movie's
seen that
weird.
movie yet. I
It's-
want to watch that.
it's pretty cult-like.
It is. Definitely is.
Yeah, that one's pretty intense. I didn't expect it to be that intense. Man.
We'll see. I'll watch it soon.
But honestly, yeah, maybe stepping into like the medicinals, like natural medicines with cacao. Cacao has like iron in it, has a lot of other good properties, but there's cacao ceremonies. And you basically just prepare the cacao, put intentions over it, and then just sit and enjoy it with whoever you're around. And it's a really bonding experience. So we've wanted to open that up to people and have like not just meditations, but like cacao ceremonies.
Yeah.
Because it's, I don't know, and it tastes so good. It's like, it tastes like hot chocolate, but then you feel really good. And you're like, oh man, this is relaxing. This is nice. Like the vibes feel good.
So what happens when you infuse THC with cacao?
Oh, that's, you're in a whole nother dimension right there.
Really?
Oh yeah, that sounds like a good time.
That's what the C stands for.
Nice.
Cacao.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that.
The hot chocolate THC. The hot cacao.
Yeah.
Hot cacao.
What is that sound funny?
The hot cacao.
But so yeah, are you? From what I learned about that though, is like, so these shamans down in Peru. I was listening to a podcast about this guy who actually took a trip down there. He started out as like a regular doctor and physical therapist.
Yeah.
And then eventually just got kind of like dragged into this spiritual life.
Yeah.
You know, he was just kind of like looking at other things to kind of help benefit people.
Yeah.
And he found his way into like the spiritual life. He went down to Peru and did an ayahuasca trip, and like he was purging and everything like that. The next morning, they woke up and they were actually making a cacao drink.
Wow.
To like just kind of like drink and like help like get you back into the groove, especially from everything that you did the night before.
Right.
And they had told him, they were like, you know, you're one of us. Like you're not like any other person that's coming in here. You're one of us.
Yeah.
And so they're like, we want you to stay and learn. And he's like, he went back up to New York. He stayed up in New York for I think like 4 more months, and then he came back and stayed in Peru I think for like 2 months.
Oh man.
And they pretty much like locked him in a room. He stayed by himself. The only interaction that he had was just with the people who would come and bring him food, or the sages that he was working with, or the shamans that he was working with.
Yeah.
But he would only drink tobacco.
Oh man.
Like they would make tobacco leaves and, you know, make like a tea out of it, and that was it. He would do that, and then he would eat like very like earthy foods, like no additives, no salt, no pepper, no nothing. It was raw. And he was explaining that like that's pretty much how you do it, coming from actual shamans.
Right.
Like they put you in that situation so you can get rid of all like your bullshit earthly ties, and you can become a part of this. And he's like, you know, a lot of people, that's where like I learned about the 4 sage plants.
Yeah.
Is like, he's like, you know, a lot of the shamans work with one specific plant because it takes a long time to become like attuned to what that can do. And he's like, you know, you can't really just like bounce around and go from one to the other.
Alright, those are balance off.
Right. So yeah, that's why like that's where I learned about the tobacco, the San Pedro, he was saying that like the tobacco is absolutely insane because of the nicotine that's in there.
Right.
He's like, it really fucks you up at first.
It's pure, man. It's pure. It's not like
nicotine.
this. Yeah, it's not what they sell in the gas stations, whatever they, you know, put in there. But yeah, I can imagine it's strong, and all of it's it sets people up for that big ayahuasca trip that has DMT in it. And anyone who's ever done DMT, imagine a plant having components of DMT in it and being like, oh
yeah, y'all want to do DMT today? I forgot I brought that up. Yeah.
Oh, you're dead serious?
Yes. That, man.
Oh man, that.
I don't know
like
how much time y'all have today, but you know what I'm saying.
Oh well,
it's only 10 minutes anyway, so it's not like you're gonna die. Like, you know, it's not gonna have you stuck for like hours, so it's only 10 minutes.
My day just freed up.
Right.
Plans, man.
Yeah, when I tried it, didn't last long at all. I was like, oh yeah,
it doesn't
well,
last
it's over.
long. It's only 10 minutes, so yeah.
So cool, the fucking it's not 4 stages of plants, 4 master plants. That's what it is. 4 master plants.
Okay.
But DMT being in plants, it's actually, or was originally found in plants. DMT was. And so back in the day, people would buy, it's a certain type of grass that you can buy. And there was a guy that I was listening to on a different podcast where he was like, you know, I wanted to try more DMT, and like you have to buy quite an amount of this grass, you know, to be able to smoke it or whatever. And so he called up this lawn company and he's like, hey, do you have like, you know, this type of grass? And they're like, yeah. And he's like, cool, what's the smallest amount that I can buy? And he's like, we usually sell it by like thousands. And he's like, fuck, I don't want to do that. But anyways, he ended up getting some. But smoking it in that type of like plant form doesn't really do the same effect. That's why like now you have the crystallized version of it.
Okay.
But yeah, so it was originally found in plants though.
And it's found in us
It's
too.
found in everything, yeah.
Yeah, that's why like when people hear, you know, they're like, oh, DMT, such a...
Yeah.
We can literally pull it up. Like,
you make DMT.
Right.
Exactly.
We naturally produce it.
Right.
Just not the amount that we get from when we do it other ways.
Exactly.
Right.
Some people were thinking that DMT comes from the pineal gland in your head. Yeah, the pineal gland, which is what kind of like triggers dreams, I guess.
Yeah.
However, there are people who've had like tumors on their pineal gland, whatever the fuck it is, Chauncey. And they've had that removed, yet they're still able to dream.
Yeah.
So it can't be linked to that, but they're still trying to figure out like where, like what is it in your body that actually makes the DMT?
I believe it's the like cerebral fluid, right? That in your spine, like we can move this fluid up, and it's activation that happens within like there's supposedly these type of like crystals within the areas of the pineal gland, and when they come in contact, they activate. So that's what branches out these visions that people have. Like, and there's ways. Do you guys know Joey Dispenza?
No,
I'm not familiar.
There's this guy who I don't know his full story, but he got in some type of really bad accident, and he was in the hospital like, oh, you'll never walk again. He used his mind to rebuild his entire spine.
Like Kill Bill.
Right.
Oh, okay,
Wiggle your
Doctor Strange.
Wiggle your big toe.
The crazy thing about that is, like, there are reports of people who have been told, of course, that you're paralyzed or you'll never get this feeling back or anything like that, and you can do it. And the scientific explanation about that is as long as the neuron of the fucking spinal cell or some shit like that, I can't think about the word now, but yeah, as long as that's not destroyed, the tendril will still grow back.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is like, it's kind of crazy how they can't pinpoint how badly damaged it is.
Yeah.
So
but yeah,
weird.
It is. It's crazy because a lot of the stuff just goes against, you know, what they supposedly teach, you know, coming from the doctors. But he knows a lot about the spine, and he, I guess, dived in deeper to spine health and the fluid that moves through our spine. There's a way to cultivate it. It's a type of breathing technique where, like, you inhale and you
that Buddhist breathing in technique that they do in Incredible Hulk.
Right, and you contract the stomach in.
That one.
Exactly.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
It moves that liquid up, and then you keep doing that, and in meditation or just with your eyes closed, eventually activates everything in there, and shit gets weird. Let's say that. Shit gets weird in a cool way.
Then you can manipulate your body temperature and become an ice man.
Or a lava man.
Or a lava man.
Man.
Slow down your heart rate and you're stopping.
Become a vampire.
Become the undead.
No, that's pretty cool though.
Right.
Yeah, that's really cool.
It's wild. I feel like a lot of the shit that we learned in life, like, this was not taught, you know? Even when it comes to history, we're finding out shit is just different. It is different. And I don't know if it was
different.
right. I don't know if it was the school systems that kind of like brainwash us into thinking that everything goes a certain way out here, but I feel like a lot of us are learning. Even the most closed-minded people that I used to think like, they're never gonna understand maybe my ways of like, you know, living life or even thinking without pushing on to the next. They're even kind of having their own experiences like, you know, shit's getting weird, you know, lots of different things are happening out here, and I feel like only time will tell, even if it's not within our generation, within the next, you know, what this experience of life is gonna one day come to fruition, like a full-blown, oh fuck, this is what it is, you know? So we're all learning different spurts.
Speaking of experience, since you brought it up, do you think experience is internal or external?
Ooh, definitely starts with the internal and plays out here. So I don't know, because we learn through experience. That's how we know what we don't like, what we do like, what's not for us, like, you know, what just it shapes us, who we are.
Right. But you feel that you internally learn that,
exactly, right? By the feelings, the things that move, and then it shapes out here. So I believe definitely everything first inside, even if it seems like it's happening out here, it's because something in there is already moving, and usually we just pay attention out here, so we don't really see the internal.
I don't think I understand the question. Like, what do you mean by
experience
being internal or external?
As in, do you think as in that what you experience is exactly what like everybody, like just how you in this moment, whatever you're experiencing, exactly based off of what I'm saying to you, only you're experiencing this, only you're having this particular thought, correct?
Right.
Do you think it's a more internal thing, just like how I explained it as an internal aspect, or do you think that the experience is what's here, or is this more the opportunity that creates the experience?
Thank you, Alan Watts.
Like, to be honest with you, bro, I think
Shout out to Alan Watts.
I think it's simultaneous, man. Like I've been getting some really weird meditations lately, and the energy she's been talking about, I've been moving it up my spine, my kundalini energy. Ooh. And as I move it up, I've been getting little clicks in my spine, and I can hear it, like clicks of energy. And sometimes it ends in my third eye or in my crown. Mm-hmm. But as I've been moving this energy, shit's been getting weird. But usually when I get a click in my spine of energy, like I hear like a sound of my roof clicking. You know, you think it's like the wind or something, or my TV makes a loud like click, like you think it's electricity, but I could feel the simultaneousness of it. It feels like it's just all connected. So I'm thinking that the experience is within and without simultaneously, but sometimes we're not aware of what's happening on the external.
So with the Kundalini experience, have you actually experienced the Kundalini awakening yet, or is it? Yeah,
mine was weird.
Yeah, so describe that for me.
That's funny. We were just talking about this last night.
Mine,
ironically,
mine was weird. So everybody's different. Like some people have like visual experiences. Mm-hmm. Some people like go out of body and travel somewhere. But mine, I was just laying down and I felt like every cell in my body was having like sex with every cell in my body. So I was feeling like just like it just felt
this hodgepodge of
fuckery. This man had a gangbang in his body.
So, I mean,
yes, I'm coming on myself.
I'm saying that mitochondria was getting working.
yeah, they was getting it, but so cause I'm more thought based, so I really don't. Well, back then I really didn't feel like how. What I thought feeling was, you know, my feelings were thought based. So as I started to feel into this like orgasm, this orgy in my body of just, you know, yeah, just all myself.
No, not yet.
What did he say?
He said bukkake, and you're like, yeah.
I said, what's a bukkake?
Man.
We'll look that up after the podcast.
No, I gotta make sure I
Nah, man, we're rated R. We gotta explain this now.
Yes, we do.
So a bukkake is the videos where the girls just sitting there and dudes just come over and keep coming on her face over and over again.
Yeah, that's a bukkake.
Yeah. No, that's not what's happening.
You're right, they're coming on each other.
Let me clarify.
They're coming on each other. That's right.
There's a difference.
Oh man.
Yeah, but that was my experience, man.
Yeah, so it was just like pretty much you could just feel your entire body, like all at once.
Everything,
right. Everything,
and then eventually, I started to feel it as chi.
Yeah,
yeah. So
you actually like felt this in your body. I know I just literally fucking said that, but like it has a different meaning in my head.
Again.
Yeah. No, it wasn't even confirming. It was something different. Like, so at first you felt your entire body, but now you could feel it in your body.
Exactly.
You know?
I didn't know that existed. Because I don't know.
He was one with his soul.
Never felt it. Yeah.
Kundalinis.
How about you over there, Dani?
Yeah, a couple years ago, this is around like 2017, I started getting into kundalini yoga, and it's pretty much like yoga that's directed like to breathing techniques, and I was doing this I started like one of these 30-day journeys where for 30 days I was doing the kundalini yoga, and before I finished the 30 days, I was meditating in front of a mirror after a kundalini yoga session. And I was practicing one of the breathing techniques. It's called breath of fire. And then that's where you do that thing where you like kind of hold in the stomach. And then
that's that thing that Tanjiro does in Demon Slayer.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Right. I mean, shows are based off of that energy work.
That's what I was thinking too.
And yeah, we know you were, Marcus, because it's a hive mind.
Sounds cool.
Breath of fire? Is there a breath of water?
Like, I need to learn that right now. Like I have to learn that right now.
Breath of the insect.
So I was sitting in front of the mirror and I had my eyes closed and I got into deep meditation and I started moving this kundalini energy up my spine and I felt it kind of taking a weird path, like not straight. And I was kind of like, just feeling into it, feeling like how it felt, and it started turning into that feeling like a really like kind of like ecstasy feeling. And you're just sitting there like, okay, as it's building up, the last point I felt it at was right here, kind of behind my neck, behind my throat chakra. And as it like seeped into like the bottom parts of my head, just light flashed and I opened my eyes because it started to get overwhelming. And when I opened my eyes, I stared into my eyes through the mirror and my eyes turned into slits, like the Hindu gods and goddesses, how they're like slit eyes. And I was just like, I wasn't thinking, just breathing, staring at myself. And are you guys familiar with the goddess Kali?
Yeah.
She appeared in the mirror.
Kalima.
Right.
Kalima. No.
Right.
That's a whole different situation. Sir. That is voodoo.
That is so voodoo.
Hell no.
So,
hold on 1 second, guys. Intermediary break.
So yeah, the goddess Kali just appeared there, and it kind of felt like a test, like are you fearful? And I'm just breathing, like I'm not thinking about anything. I'm just breathing, like, okay, I'm going with this experience because this is like unbeknownst to me what the hell is going on. And I'm just breathing, and as she's there, like her eyes glowing, my eyes are glowing, and then my body, I actually wrote about this experience because it messed me up for a while, like felt really enlightening. My body started glowing with these like tattoos, and actually come to find out, Quan had a similar experience too, before we even met. And we shared this experience with each other. And these like glowing golden tattoos like started appearing on my arms.
That's how they found each other.
Right.
They're twin flames.
Right.
Twin flames. But yeah, that was it for me. It lasted for, I don't even know the time frame, but I felt and breathed into it for as long as I could. And I wrote about it right after. I was like, this is going in the journal. Like, this is something I gotta remember for a long time.
Like, dear diary.
Right.
You would not believe this shit that happened.
Right.
This motherfucker 6-arm bitty here behind me.
Kali,
But no, that's kind of crazy because a lot of the times that I hear about Kundalini awakenings, there's usually some type of deity or something like that that's attached to it.
Right.
That like comes in some form. That's usually like your spirit guardian or whatever.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
it's crazy. Yeah.
Yes, mine was a shape. So
Yours was a shape?
that was a different part of the experience.
Oh yeah?
So after the feeling,
His name was Rhombus.
hey Rhombus. Yeah, but there was this shape that was like golden. It was really weird. A shape I never seen, but it was just it felt like a living consciousness, but it was just floating just above me.
Yeah.
And so that was the other part of my experience. So if you think about it, that definitely could be some type of connection to who I am, or just like you say, a spirit guide, or it could be an angel, whatever. I don't know what it is.
Also, with you being,
didn't tell me his name.
Yeah, or just you being like a, kind of like a, you're a thoughtful person, so it's gonna come at you at a logical explanation. Instead of appearing as a deity or anything like that.
It's a shape.
Right.
His deity was sitting there like Alicia Keys. You don't know my name.
Oh man, that's
I was gonna go into Alicia Keys with the Dear Diary, bro.
Had me feeling good.
I was gonna do the Dear Diary.
Had me feeling good.
Yeah.
I won't tell your secret. Your secret.
Oh,
Stay with me.
Thank you.
I won't tell.
I won't tell.
Thank you, unnamed shape.
You don't know.
I think I love you.
Oh man,
That's hilarious.
we'll make a meme now of just a shape and a picture of Shank.
Picture of Shank.
It's gonna be another Alicia Keys video. It's gonna be just the best when she was the fucking.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
I'm not mad. I can see that right now.
That's hilarious. That sounds awesome, bro.
What about you guys?
No, I've never had a kundalini awakening or anything like that. I've had this isn't fucking anything close to that, but you know what I'm saying, the little ghost shivers. You know what I'm saying? Like you just be sitting and you're like, ooh.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
That's
Energy
possession.
living. He said with a straight face.
Yeah, it's possession.
Yeah, I mean,
You're just too strong.
I'm pretty sure
You're
y'all.
just too strong.
Pretty sure y'all have had acid before, and acid gets you really close to that experience.
Oh, I can see energy on acid, like dead ass. I can see energy.
They
on
saw
acid.
my energy. I went to the bathroom like one time we took acid. I went to the bathroom. I was in there for like a solid 20 minutes, taking my number 2. They said that they felt me outside.
Leave the door, like dead ass. Like his energy got up, went outside. And I was like, huh, Teddy went outside.
Wild location.
And he was in tune with me too. He was like, yeah, Teddy went outside. It was just like, and then he came out from the bathroom and we looked at each other. It was like, bro, you were outside.
Like, where'd you come from?
Biolocation.
Where did you go? Where did you come from?
Oh man.
But no, same thing happened the first time I did acid when I was chilling at Keisha's. There was like a little black energy like running around over by her patio window, and I was just sitting there looking at it. I was like, bro, that thing looked like a rodent, like a hamster or something. And then I was like, yo babe, didn't you have a hamster? And she was like, yeah, I had a hamster named Pepper. It was a little black hamster that kept out on the patio. And I was like, bruh,
It's a little bit too much right now.
Bruh.
I just met your homie. He's still here.
yeah,
Well,
like,
he's still here.
I think he left.
Right. You might
he
want to
said
go out there and talk to
he
him.
said he passed away. So I was like, okay.
Might
have that.
want to feed him.
All the time, where I think I see shit out the corner of my eye. Last time I went to the drive-in movie theaters, the whole time, bro, I just kept seeing this one dude walk past the driver fucking mirror or like the window. There was nobody there though. Like over and fucking over again. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? There are all the times where I'm like sitting there driving and I feel like I'll see like a bug or some shit like that, or like there'll be something in the back seat. And I brought it up like whenever I first had therapy. My therapist was like, do you see things? Like, do you ever have like these, breaks of reality? I was like, I don't know, man. You gotta define that a little bit.
Right.
If I just say yes, like it's gonna look really bad, you know. And but
write it down his notepad.
right, and then
Fucking weirdo.
We're gonna up the dosage just a little bit.
but I explained it to her a little bit more, and she's like, okay, like what that really is like that's your brain on trauma. You know what I'm saying? Like you always, like with the trauma that you went through, it's your brain always being ready and prepared. Because whenever there's nothing around, it's going to make you think that there's something around to be worried about. So that's what that is. I was like, okay, that sounds scientifically enough for me to believe
Sounds
it.
logical, Watson.
I have a different perception that could be really, really weird and far off. But I think that our ancestors are really connected to us. And sometimes when you're in frequencies that they really loved or have really good memories, you would get glimpses of them, you know? So I feel like our ancestors, sometimes we're connected to their memories because we're branches of their genetics and their DNA.
Right.
So, you know, sometimes...
Didn't we have this conversation last week too?
I don't think so.
I want to say it was similar at least.
Similar.
Like, because we brought up, like, did we see ourselves in past lives? Or like, what
Yeah, I brought up reincarnations.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, what we might have been, you know, reincarnated as or at some point in time, yes.
So, yeah, it's pretty much almost the same.
Yeah,
Like our ancestral mind.
Yeah, we all have all these gifts, but when we start to think of them and try to make like mental sense of them, we lose them.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too about like whenever you were having your kundalini awakening, you heard the clicking in the roof and the TV or anything like that
Simultaneously.
And there's a thing like whenever you're doing DMT, they tell you like if you hear something or if you see something, don't try to rationalize it. Literally go with it. You know, don't try to make it make sense. Just be there for what's there. You know what I'm saying? Because once you do that, and like Chauncey was actually watching a meditation video about that as well, is like don't fall like into that pattern of thinking or anything like that. You have to just let it be.
Right.
Because you're setting limitations on it with your mind as soon as you put a perception on it.
And automatically the mind's going to water it down.
Right.
Like, it's going to be like, oh, what is this? And it's going to just chop at it.
Yeah, like our perceptions are judgments, you know, and those judgments really just cloud up things.
Right.
So when you get back to your true self, it's like a all-seeing. You know? You have to see it from all perceptions that you are, like this perception of every human, you know, not just yours. And crazy. Crazy.
Usually whenever Chauncey says crazy, he wasn't listening. He actually told me that one time. He's like, yeah, that's just my go-to response whenever I'm not paying attention, and I just like wanted them to know that I'm still here. Damn, that's crazy.
Crazy.
It is, bro. I have like, I don't know, like there's this one person that semi sits and listens, but he's not listening either. He's like reading the newspaper or some shit. I don't know why he's reading the newspaper because I've never read the newspaper ever. He's like reading the newspaper and some shit. you know, he's just sitting there. You know, it's like a child just being a child. You know, you're not really paying attention to him. Like, yeah, whatever your mother said. Like, you know what I'm saying? Type shit. Like, you know, like you're not really paying attention. So that's pretty much what it is, you know. And I let that nigga take over sometimes when I'm just trying to chill out, you know. You know, sometimes he hops in the seat. Yeah, man, that's crazy. For real. Damn. Word.
Oh yeah. So you just pick up the keywords.
Right, I pick up the
This is
keyword.
a bad situation.
Right. Or I'll say the last thing that they said over again. It's crazy, right? Bro, there's a whole system set up. Like, I'm so sorry, guys. There's a whole system set up in his head, like, on how that works. Bro, I'll just say the last thing that you said, or it'll be one of them little tidbit responses, them ad libs.
Oh man, your brain's like a quantum computer, bro.
Right.
The way you process things, because it's many different perceptions.
It's a hodgepodge of bullshit.
Everybody fighting.
Man. Oh man, I had a crazy day like a few weeks ago. Like, it seemed like everybody was having a conversation in my head, like, and it was like, that's normal, know what I'm saying, just because I have thoughts, but it's like I could specifically hear each specific conversation. Like, it just wasn't like a bunch of mess.
That's a lot
like,
of focus.
I could literally hear like every individual thing, and bro, it was
Did
like,
you tell him to shut up?
it was getting, I didn't, but it was getting so loud in my head that it felt like my head was splitting. Like, it,
Is that when the headache was happening or no?
that like before the headache start. It was like before the headache start. Like, it felt like right down the middle, like here, it was like splitting one way, and then like halfway here, like it was seeming like it was separating there. Like it was painful. Like like it hurt for a second, bro. I don't know how the fuck I got myself out of that shit, but that shit fucking hurt like hell.
Man.
Yeah, man, it gets crazy some days.
I just can imagine what that does with your perception out here. I feel like a lot could really, like, chaos could be going on out here, and you'd be like, okay, yep, like, understood,
Pretty
got
much.
it down. Whereas, like, the normal person would probably, like, lose their complete shit. It's like, oh, it's like, okay, well, anyways, I understand this.
I was getting close to
Superpower.
that split personality. We're gonna be each individual one, and they came on in a flash. Do a flash of eyes. Escucha me. Spanish with
As long as I ain't got to deal with Waylon, I'm fine. Chauncey has a baby personality, and it's fucking annoying.
Oh, we gotta hear it. Please tell us about Wayne Petty. Please.
It's fucking annoying, bro. Like, cause he'll just be completely like he just wants to be coddled. Pretty much is what it is, bro. He'll just be like he'll just, hey man, can you do this for me? I'm like, fuck, man, I really, come on, Daddy. Oh, you wanna watch TV with me? Like, that's what he'll do. Like, come smoke with me. You know, fucking crybaby ass Chauncey, man. Right, like, pick me up.
You know what? Teddy, you secretly love that.
I don't. I fucking hate Waylon, bruh. I don't know who the fuck he be waking up in the mornings with either, because, like, that shit's fucking annoying. Whoever the fuck is in charge for the first 2 hours, don't like that. It's probably that motherfucker that be reading the newspaper.
That's what I was thinking. The newspaper,
You know what I'm saying? Got daddy Chauncey personality.
Fucking newspaper.
Right.
Damn.
Reading the Garfield comics.
Goddamn fat cat. Loving his lasagna on Mondays.
Damn Garfield. Still reading the Boondocks and comic
Right.
strips.
There go that Marmaduke.
Oh, they're crazy.
Damn.
Oh my god, that's fucking great.
Oh, man.
I saw that whole thing in my head just now.
Right.
Fucking great. Oh man.
So to backpedal back on over to Shank and Dani, I'm gonna ask y'all some more questions.
Yeah, we have to have
a
our
few
laugh
minutes.
intermissions.
How do you guys feel like you were like drawn to your divinations? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you do tarot, you do your cord cutting. Do you feel like you were drawn to that, or is this something that you feel like you chose to do? Like, you found out about it and you were like, you know what? Yes, I really resonate with this, and this is something that I want to do. Or do you feel like it found you?
Honestly, like, my mom's side of my family, my mom read tarot, and she's always been into, like, magic work. When I was younger, I remember I was in 2nd grade, I found one of her, like, magic books and took it to school and got in trouble. Teacher's like, give me that. What the hell is this? You know, call my parents. And I was
The
like,
devil.
Right.
Is this the devil?
Right. You know, because people sometimes are closed-minded, but I just feel like, I don't know. I just feel like it's always been part of my life. And my mom's side of the family, my mom's Greek, and we come from, like, generational witches. So not movie witches, just magic practice. So yeah, just kind of, I don't know, just stepping through life, kind of playing with her crystals, playing with her magic books, and then her tarot cards. It kind of just formulated
Next
into my
thing
life.
you know, she summons Cthulhu at 5 years old.
Right.
No,
That's funny.
Oh, that was gonna be my other thing. Have you seen Kali since your Kundalini waking?
Oh yeah, she's definitely not in physical form like that. More energetical form, like feeling that presence. So that was actually the one and only time that I got a visual like that. But since then, I'm familiar with that energy, so definitely can feel it within a presence. But it's not like she pops up. There's actually now, like, a lot of deities that I'm in tune with, and when their presences show up, it's kind of like, okay, you know what's going on. Like, believe it or not, like, Loki is a fictional character,
But
that mischievous energy is definitely a deity of its own that definitely is alive and real. So yeah, I'm familiar with the energy of it, but she doesn't have a lot to teach me anymore. That was more so the beginning steps to kind of, like,
I am the
getting
Scarlet
past-
Witch. You have nothing to teach me.
No, let me not say that, because she could show up at moments and it's like, oh really? You know, so let me back to a little bit.
right. I don't want to offend her.
Right, let's gotta be careful with that one. Yeah, just like,
Right. What about you,
yeah.
Shank? Have you seen your hula hoop since then? Your
honestly,
geometric shape.
Yeah, it becomes as different shapes now. Like I remember waking up one morning and there was like a perfectly golden triangle just floating in the air, just spinning. There's a Merkaba shape. And yeah, a few times honestly, but there's never any like communication. There's no words. There's nothing. It's just a feeling and a frequency. And I think it's just a reminder that I'm still living in those planes.
But those the words, you just ain't listening, boy. You ain't tuned in. That's all it is.
It's all about feeling at that point in time. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you feel whenever you see this? Do you feel like a sense of calmness? Do you feel worried, concerned, anything like that?
Like it's completely like, I don't know. It just feels like it's like I feel like a heavenly feeling. There's no thoughts, there's no worries, there's no fears.
Serene.
Yeah, just really serene. It doesn't feel real. And it's really hard to even believe it is real because
it's like the inside of Tanjiro. Know what I'm saying? It is so little
peaceful.
Yeah, just peaceful as fuck. Know what I'm saying? You got your little happy really little ghost souls like, here, you want this?
Yeah, this is what I was looking for.
It's crazy because seeing stuff like that, you don't want it's nothing you can just bring to your friends or your family or the world. It's a really personal experience, and you're like, dang, this is just for me. But I mean, it's cool to have people that you can actually talk to it about.
Right.
Because open minds, but not everybody like that. But these experiences are pretty real. But what's real other than our perception?
Yeah, that's why I was surprised, like how the universe like brought us together. I've kind of seen like some things we've experienced, like mixing together. Like shit, we can't talk to people about this, and then two beings that have experienced stuff like this. Of course, more too. A lot of people are experiencing weird things like this, more and more too. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys come back with some stories in some time, because I mean it happens to everybody down the line. It took me 26 years of life to start getting in tune with what I'm getting into now. So for some people, I feel like it's just the openness. If you're willing to completely open up yourself wide open, you're gonna experience all of it, and it's gonna be
come flooding in at
pure
first.
magic.
Sounds like a no to me. I'll be damned if I open up.
I'll be damned if I open up.
Man, it's crazy.
I like to talk about stuff, but I'll be damned if I open up fully.
Yeah, man, we're here to talk about them, not me. I did tell Chauncey before everybody came over, it's like, yeah, we're gonna fucking work on your heart chakra, because that bitch is stuck. That bitch ain't even spinning, boy. That bitch is stuck. He's like, oh yeah, Teddy, what fucking chakras we working on for you? I don't know, man. We could probably work on the root chakra or something like that. I don't feel grounded.
Oh yeah, for most people, actually, the root chakra is the most closed up, because survival, man. We're all living in it. We're breaking, right, breaking away from it. But a lot of people, their root chakra is the one that's most closed up.
All titties is closed.
Not all of them.
That throat one I don't count, because that's a facade talking.
Nah, man, I be speaking from the lungs, man. You speak through your throat. That's the problem. That's why you can't hit that hookah like that. That's also what I told him earlier. That's also what I told him earlier.
Shots
like we were having an issue with the hookah. It just wasn't really hitting right. And then I fucking hit it, and I was like, yeah, man, it seems to be fine. It's because you ain't be breathing with your lungs, man. You be speaking out your throat.
Say it with your chest.
All right.
My lungs are small. Can't do it.
Give me baby lung.
Right, I'm sorry. Fuck. Sorry, I wasn't blessed with height and stronger lungs.
I'm sorry.
Iron lungs,
frail
like
composition.
Right. Sorry, my parents had me knowing they had fucking sickle cell traits.
Right.
Dang.
Caused me all these problems. No, I'm just playing. It's not that big of a deal.
Man, everybody's got something out here.
Everybody hurts sometimes too.
Right.
So, on a positive note,
we're not gonna get it on that dark note.
That back,
let's swing that back around.
Loophole.
Here we go.
Oh my god.
Here we go.
Oh man.
That's what mushrooms do. That's funny. But,
right.
Yeah. So on a positive note, So as you move that kundalini up your spine, your DNA begins to, I would like to say, evolve or change. So, they have different, strains of DNA, like different strands.
Right.
It basically just stacks on and evolves, and that's
we get rid of that dormant DNA, and we can upgrade our DNA.
Yeah, just like Doctor Strange, how you're able to reconnect things, you're able to do that with your body.
Right.
Like our boy was able to fix his spine.
Right. Honestly, you guys should check out Joe Dispenza. That shit was crazy. I don't remember the full story, but it was really crazy, man.
Yeah.
Seeing that energy can do that.
He's going in now because he reconnected his body, so he trying to show the world.
Right. Giving us little secrets.
Right. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and close it out for the night. Well, the day. I was like, the evening. There we go. Jesus
we'll
Christ.
go ahead and wrap it up.
Yeah, it was good having you guys on. You know
Thank
what I'm
you.
saying?
Yeah.
Thank you for having us.
First reoccurring guest.
Right. I'm telling you, we're gonna wear that badge with honor.
it's always
good vibes being here with you guys, man.
Definitely.
I leave here with my cheeks hurting, no lie.
mine
They're already
too.
sore. They're already starting to get a sore face.
Always. That's what we come to bring: happiness and love and
course.
peace.
Yeah, and everything else.
But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and get us a roll call out. It's Chauncey.
Marcus.
Teddy.
And Dani,
And Shank.
All right,
All right.
guys. Y'all
Thank you.
take it easy.
Right. Thank everybody for listening. Don't forget that you can find us anywhere. We're on every streaming site. If you are in the Tampa Bay area and you have any questions that you'd like to ask us, if you have any, if you'd like to be on the show or you'd like to just call in, feel free to hit us up at sundaysneverfeltbetter@gmail.com. We can arrange that session for you. Also, just a little tidbit. Within the next 5 weeks, I'm going to be coming out with a cover album where I'm covering major hit songs of the 1990s with a harmonica. So I recommend everybody keep an eye out for that.
He's lying.
oh my god, I was just
Don't tell people I'm lying.
Play the harmonica.
Thank you.
I know it's going to be great.
That's what he said. 5 weeks. It's gonna take him that long to learn something.
I was like, wait, this could go either
Right.
way.
Sounded good.
Sounded good, yes,
And
but
then
it's
he
full of
ruined
shit.
it.
Sorry.
I saw an image of Teddy with like 9 cats in front of him just listening. Singing with him.
But alright, guys. Love y'all. Take it easy.
Love y'all.
Peace.
Bye.
Peace.